I feel so much better. Fam, it's starting to really feel like football time. Oh, and you know it's really scary because in the back of your mind you said, oh my God, we work around this COVID madness. Please, 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 please. Because everything is all set. The table is set. We're ready to roll the map to Super Bowl 55 is ready. The word is out. Dates and times for the 2020 regular schedule season, as well as the Niners' 4 preseason opponents. I wonder if we're going to play 4 preseason games. This season's schedule rotates the good guys in red and gold to face the NFC East and AFC East in cross-divisional play, while continuing to battle NFC West twice a year as per usual. Niners will deal with the Pack and the Saints again as both teams finished first, along with the 49ers in their respective divisions, and have to be mad as hell. Hey, this is the only thing that concerns me about the 49ers schedule. We got some dudes, and man, they got to be fired up to get back to the 49ers for a second shot. I mean, seriously, man. Let's jump on the preseason games to start with. Same story as it just about is every single year. The 49ers and the Broncos will get together and do what they do. Now, here's what's new, though. I didn't think we'd see the day that it would happen again. It wouldn't have. Well, let me say, the Niners will be hosting a preseason matchup against ex-Oakland, but now Las Vegas Trader Raider Joes. Shaleo! Hey, the last time Niners and Raiders last met in the preseason was back in 2011. Remember how things got all out of control that day? And the league said, okay, Niners and Raiders, since there's no grown-ups on either team, why don't we just keep you both separated, okay? And so we haven't played the Raiders since 2011. From that year on, they just canceled any more preseason Niners-Raiders contests because they just didn't know how to act. That was just the bottom line. It's a game that doesn't matter, but beating up the Trader Raider Joes is just the right thing to do. You suck, Raiders! Anyway, by the way, Raiders, who is the king of the Bay? I love asking that question. Dress rehearsal week 3 this year will be versus the Bears. And, of course, you already know, as per usual, the 34th consecutive season, the Niners will play the Chargers to usher in the regular season. I would really be shocked if we ever stopped doing that. You know what I mean? I mean, just for the sake of doing it. It doesn't matter. It's preseason, though. Dates and times for preseason games will be released in the coming weeks, of course. All right, home opener. For the first time in 3 years, our guys, since we'll open up the season at Levi. Although Levi Stadium owner says, man, y'all ain't opening up no football season here till October or November. We will deal with Kyler and a now new Cardinal D-Hop to get things started. How do you feel about that? The Cards also added Devon Kennard and Devondre Campbell this offseason. He's also linebacker Isaiah Simmons in the draft, who's said to be designed to stop tight ends like George Kittle and Travis Kelce. You know, I seriously believe this is the lightest competition this year in the NFC West, though, fam. All jokes aside. Kyler Murray, of course, you know, unless our guys make some adjustments on mobile quarterbacks, he is a problem. Now he's got some serious weaponry out there. We escaped them boys last year. Ain't no point lying about it. We escaped. That first game's going to be a bad, boy. That's going to be rough. We going to win? I'm just saying it's going to be rough. This year marks the first time since 2016 the Niners opened the season against the NFC West opponent. Got to win this one, fam. Prime time. Oh, we got 20. Of course, we are the prime time boys. That's the way it is now. That's who we is. As I said, we are no longer the prey of the NFL, the weaklings. We are the predators. Niners, of course, were awarded the max allotted 5 primetime games, 4 of them at home, putting the other team already in deep trouble. Starting week 4, the Niners will host EDP's Eagles on Sunday Night Football. EDP! 2 weeks later, the Niners will host the Lambs on Sunday Night Football for the second consecutive season. The Niners put the broom to the Lambs in 2019 in both embarrassing fashion. You know they're ready to play. And who can forget McVay's face during the last minute Niners victory? The camera just froze on it because even the cameraman was laying on the floor rolling around. That's their $1 billion quarterback blew it, and he blamed it on the poor rookie safety. Oh, I'm telling you right now. And by the way, Jimmy G was the one who orchestrated that fourth quarter win. I just want to give him credit because people don't like to give him credit. I'll give Jimmy G credit in a minute. Yes, I'll give him credit. That boy can play some ball. He just needed 1 full season. Lord have mercy. Let him fit vintage. Okay, don't get mad, Ron. Prediction. Winning. Bring them brooms. I got the Lambs ain't ready. Man, the Lambs got rid of everybody. How they gonna do? They'll get beat to pieces. In week 9, it's a pack who probably can't believe they will be making their 3rd trip in 1 calendar year to Levi's. It's Thursday Night Football. Come on in, Aaron. Aaron's getting up there in age, so he's going to be a little tired from Sunday. Go beat his butt, go run him out that pocket and kill him because he ain't got no mobility. He's okay if he can move around, but he can't get away from that pass rush. And you and I both know this. I'm a little worried though the Packers are coming after us, fam, because, they have got to have revenge on their mind. Good time, home primetime matchups wrap up week 13 as the Niners host a tough Buffalo Bills club on Monday Night Football in their first trip to Levi's Stadium. And them Bills are stacked, fam. Yeah, they boosted up that after trading for Stephon Diggs, in addition to adding and signing as a defensive end Mario Addison, cornerback Josh Norman, DT Quentin Jefferson. Oh, the Bills ain't playing. If anybody's got to be concerned, it's the New England Patriots. That division will no longer belong to them this year. Finally, the Niners will hit the road in destination. Happiness is Texas in my rearview mirror. We're going to play them Cowgirls in Week 15 on Sunday Night Football. Note, though, per the NFL, Sunday night games in weeks 5 through 16 are subject to change. If the Cowgirls are sucking, of course, that game will be moved out of prime time to an afternoon contest. Now, the chances of them sucking is real good. Dak still ain't signed. The Red Rifle is not what you call, well, I don't know, he's better than Dak, actually, when you think about it. Hey! And then we get on regarding the road. It sucks that they did it to us again, fam, this year. I guess since the Niners did so well working in that situation last season, the league schedulers said, hey, let's just push them to the limit, see how far they can take this stuff, man. Because, last year the 49ers was, we go east and we just move in. Bring your mama to wash the dishes and cook for you, too. We ain't going to be just going anywhere and getting beat because we had to travel. No. 3 separate stands of back-to-back road matchups starting with week 2 and 3. The Niners will face the Jets, then the New York Giants at MetLife Stadium in consecutive weeks. And this is the only second time in team history the Niners are taking on the Jets and Giants in consecutive weeks. The last time that happened was way back in 1986, week 13 and 14, and the first time doing so on the road in back-to-back weeks. Why, schedulers? Why? What are you trying to do? See, everybody trying to slow the 49ers roll. That's not, the Jets and Giants ain't nothing. I mean, they're not weak anymore. They're both getting a little better, but still, we the 49ers, man, come on. That ain't nothing but something to do. No problem. This is an East Coast sweep. I see it already. Last season, the Niners stayed on the East Coast in between road games. Buccaneers won, and the Cincinnati Bengals 2. What happened? They couldn't stop us. I mean, granted, it was Cincinnati, but the Bengals, Tampa Bay was tough, though. Later, the Ravens, Week 13, and Saints, 14. Split that series, but came so close to another sweep. Kyle, I blame you for that game. I really do. I tell you, you did the wrong thing. Kyle's not going to be, this is the nice thing, fam. Kyle's not going to be cautious this year. Where last year he may have had his reservations in certain situations because his team hadn't matured yet. His offense, he knew it wasn't fully installed yet. He knew to try to, you got to walk lightly in certain areas. Ain't gonna be no walking lightly this year. Teams will get beat up this year. The Niners already mentioned today on NFL Network was they were talking to Cully and Wolf. They were chatting up with John and Kyle, who said, "Yup, we'll be living East Coast style a couple of times this year, baby." Week 8. And the Niners will head to, this week 7, the Niners will head to a Tom Brady-less New England. I wish he would have stayed just for one more year, Tom, so Jimmy can come up in there and beat that ass and beat your team and tell Belichick, "Take that. Now who's charged? Where's boy?" You know, I just wanted to, back to the Northwest after that to beat up the Sea Chickens. They're such a waste of time. Their final stretch of consecutive road games sit at the end of the slate as the 49ers face them Cowgirls in Week 15, followed by their final meeting of the season with the Cardinals in their AZ. Hey, playoff caliber matchups, though. 6 of the 13 teams the 49ers will face in 2020. Of course, they had to make it a little more difficult this year. Made the playoffs last season. That list includes the Eagles, Patriots, Hawks, Packers, Saints, and Bills. And those will be the contests to be looking at this year. The Niners will play the 4th toughest schedule in 2020. Their upcoming opponents posted a collective 134, 128-2 ties in 2019. By the way, are you scared? Let me hear you say, "Hell no." Hey, wait. All these guys are chumps nowadays. We're the cream of the crop. But in fact, remember this, man. The Niners will face 3 teams with new head coaches heading into 2020. Joe Judge, Mike McCarthy, Cowboys. Ron Rivera, I'm scared of Ron. Ron's a bad man, though. Last season, Niners faced 5 teams with first-year head coaches winning matchups with Tampa Bay, Green Bay, Cleveland, Cincy, AZ. Does that worry you? We have the advantage because we brought back so many guys that are going to be starting next year. The rematches, aside from the divisional rivals, the Niners will face 2 opponents from the 2019 season. In Week 9, the Packers will be seeking revenge, and you know this. Championship, the 49ers will also return to the lively Superdome the following week to face former teammate Emmanuel Sanders and the Saints. You always got to worry about the Saints. I am worried about them. We got away last year because Jimmy just would not be denied. If a Keller doesn't knock that dude, that tight end as a Cooks, boy, that dude had our number. He wouldn't, man. The good guys lucked up in 2020 with the majority of the cooler weather cities front-loaded on the schedule, which is a good thing this year. The latest Niner are slated to travel out east is mid-November in Week 10 to New Orleans and Dallas in December, Week 15. Cool temps, but it won't be freezing. Not yet, shouldn't be. And fam, ain't got to get up out of bed too early, but 2 times this year. Oh, that's nice. Only twice. Currently, the Niners will play two 10 a.m. PT games in 2020. Week 2 against the Jets and Week 3 against the Giants. You would assume that, right? As for the rest of the season, we're slated for either an afternoon, evening, or primetime game. Why? Because we is the elite. Bye week. Sensible bye week this year. I really appreciate this. This is so much better than last season. That late season bye could prove beneficial down the stretch. Should the Niners be in contention for a playoff spot, you know this. And following the bye, the Niners will evenly split their final 6 contests between home and road trips, and that's a nice balance. And a final meeting against each of the division rivals. And of course, for the second straight season, we'll have to deal with the silly Sea Chickens in the final season finale. And of course, it's already being suggested that Week 17 could potentially have plenty of playoff implications. Similarly to the 49ers NFC West title clinching game against the Chickens in 2019. Hey, chickens. You ain't got to you bring your refs. You're going to have to bring your refs to Levi, but we ain't letting them in. Real refs, chickens, real refs. So all those little bogus calls you seem to get at exactly the opportunist times. Not happening at Levi's, baby boy. Back we'll probably get preferential treatment this year just due to the fact that our status is now no longer the chumps of the NFL. The Niners open and close the regular season at home for the first time since 2016. Super Bowl bound. I ain't scared to say it because the team is too good. The only thing that worries me at Fort Myers each and every year, this year in particular, is got to keep key personnel on the field. If that be the case, and I figure that offense, if fully installed or not, it's going to progress way beyond what it was last year. Who's going to stop the 49ers? Nobody! Hey, I see you, Justin. Shout out to my brother, Nick Hernandez. First time on the show on Tuesday, officially joined the family. As for games, I will be attending week 1. Yeah! Just sounds so good in my ears. Matt S., what's up, man? Hey, shout out from Bend, Oregon to Matt S. Matt. Pete Gorman said, I wouldn't be shocked if they go undefeated all the way to the bottom. Whoa. Ooh, what am I talking about? It's in week 10. I said that. I said, nobody's going to beat the 49ers for the first 10 weeks. Ooh, if they get a break? Oh, let it be. Rodney Carnes from Memphis, Tennessee, checking in. Jet McKinnon looking great. I know, man. He's ready to go. Him and Debo working out. And if anything, Jet can help Debo get stronger because Jet is crazy strong. And Debo tried to, Debo go look at, man, come on, man, you too little to be whooping me. Come on, get up under that weight then. Get up under it. Put some more weight on there. And NorCal Refrigeration and HVAC. Travel to New York back-to-back week is BS. I know they do it to us on purpose. Niner Rich, what's happening, Rich? Ryan Clark already on his BS. He's got us going 10-6. Of course, they're gonna do that to us. They got to do it. Salvador Brabuska says, I see 6 playoff teams from last year on there. Yep, easy. Ed Nesbitt, this is the most favorable schedule I've seen in a long time. It is nice, isn't it? Yeah. Kevin Stewart, I live in Houston. I'm going to drive 5 hours to Dallas just to watch the massacre we're going to put on them cowgirls in SNF. I wonder if Dak will be playing. Corey McGlenny, what's up, Corey? Just sitting there sipping on this. Is that a Michelada poolside? Watching your show as always. Thank you for what you do. Oos! Aloha from Carson, California. And here's Johnny, 237. We're going to do great this year. Can't wait. Thanks for that contribution, Johnny. DJ Malone, how's it going, Ronbo? Revenge Tour 2020. DJ, it's looking like roses. What was it? It's looking like gold. Local 49ers fan, Arizona has no fans. I love when he does that. Say it with me. Paid spectators. The Map Grow. Mullen's going to beat Seattle in Week 17 as we get ready for the playoffs. Oh, please let that be the case. Oh, I want to see Mullins do that again. Oh, God. Mr. Block Eyes 2-2. Okay, it's our time. The Revenge Tour begins. The fact of the matter is that we are the team to beat. Obviously, we are the NFC West champs. Let's put the depth chart together and the 49er floodgates begin. Yes, and yes. Phil, chill, Bill. Come on in here, man.
Hey, Ronbo.
Phil. It's in the air. I can smell you.
The schedule.
I do too. And Phil, I can already smell you out in that parking lot. Phil's got the meat
I'm ready. Arizona, get on.
Man. Phil, how do you feel about this schedule then, man? You run that down to me.
Well, I like the fact, here's a couple points. I like the fact that we have, the Giants and Jets back-to-back.
Mm-hmm.
We can stay out on the East Coast.
Yeah,
it's not in cold weather time.
Not yet.
So we have no cold weather games looking at the schedule, not one.
Mm-hmm.
And so, the only thing I worry about a little bit is we've got L.A. on Sunday Night Football here, and then we go to New England, and New England has a bye before that game. So you're going to have Belichick having 2 weeks to prepare for it. So
good point.
It's a little bit of a trap game.
Ooh.
So,
Phil, Do you
don't
have
got
you
to
has
worry
it gone as
about
far as?
that.
But are you going to predict that as a loss already? I mean, are you looking at possible loss there?
No,
That's
I think we win that game, but I
Okay.
just think it's it's going to be tougher than you think.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. It's Belichick.
Then we got that New England game, then Seattle, then Green Bay, then New Orleans. That's the gauntlet right there. If we go, 3-1 or 4-0 through that mess, we're going to be in real good shape. The other thing is on that Green Bay game, it's a Thursday night, so we got a short week after Seattle. But after that, we've got a long week for New Orleans, and New Orleans plays Tampa Bay that Monday before, so they're going to have a short week.
Good.
So that's good. And I like our bye this time. Last time we had it week 4, now we got a week 11. So that's a huge.
Thank you. They owe us that. Don't be.
Yes.
Week 4. That was ridiculous. Guys were sucking eggs at the end by the time we got to the end of the season.
And then we got Seattle at home on week 17. If anything means, at least we got it at home. So, I like the schedule. It's about as good as it could get based on who we had to play anyway.
Yeah.
And, we've got Sunday night. I love Sunday night games because the parking lot tailgate is much better. We got 2 games during the day, and we can party all day long in the parking lot. So, so it makes a long day, but it's fun.
Oh yeah, you start around 4 o'clock or something, 3 or 4. Phil, how early did you get there?
Oh no, we're there at 9
in the morning.
Yes.
9 till night. All right, it's a party. Phil, you need to put up walls and barriers and start charging at a door.
I don't think so.
It's the Chill Bill party. Phil has a flag out there too. Don't you have a flag flying, don't you?
Yeah, it's a big black 49er logo flag.
Right there. Look for that.
RV lot. But anyway, that's where our group meets, and there'll be no social distancing in our group. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm wondering exactly, are they going to lay out rules out there in at the tailgate, or how are they going to do?
I doubt it. Not by August, Ronbo. We got a long ways to go till we get there. I mean, by the time summertime goes, I think this virus may be killed off.
It simmers, and it's definitely going to simmer way down because it's not going to survive the summer. It's a kind of a virus where, of course, what do we call that? Anyway, the thing is, they are seasonal type of thing. So, yeah. And once we get it down.
Yeah, like the flu.
I think we can hold it down, too.
And who knows? They may have a vaccine by then, and then everything goes.
Yes. Gosh.
And, I'm looking forward to it. I think we're going to have a season. I think we're going to have people in the stands. I'm going to be optimistic about it.
And
I mean,
I'm right with you.
You got to be positive.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Wish this stuff away. It goes.
I really like the schedule. I think it's great. Me and my buddy are planning on going down to L.A. for the game down there.
That's that new stadium. That should be fun.
Check out the new stadium, yeah. But anyway, Ronbo, I just wanted to give you a few notes on that. And I like it. I like it.
James,
I think Buffalo was a tough game. Obviously, the Saints, and obviously Seattle on the road. I think those 3 games are a tough game.
Yeah.
Other than that, I can't see us losing any others.
Yeah, the rest of the league has got to catch up now. We're too far out in front. So, and we got to stop thinking like we used to. All right, Phil, good stuff, man.
I'll let you go.
All right, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, take care.
You too.
All right.
There it is. And hey, Rebel D. Hey, this is Derek out in VA. Always listen to the thing. Hey, Rebel Derek. What's up, fam? Good to hear from you. And thanks for that contribution, too. It is comforting seeing that schedule. But, of course, there is no team in the NFL right now the 49ers can't deal with. They've already proven that. And if the offense is ready to roll this year, it could be more devastating this year than last year. Because the defense, the D. Hey, this just in. Justin!
How's it going, Ronbo?
Justin, man. It's a pleasure to meet your brother, too, by the way. He's cool as could be. Should have known you guys were related.
we're not related. He's like one of my good friends.
Oh,
I
okay.
call everyone brother. We're
Well,
like, all right, there you
you
go.
could-
All right. He's from my college. So we met at college, and I'm the one that recommended him to the show. So
okay.
he finally called in. He
since
finally
he's-
got me a text. Like, what's the number? I'm like, what's the pin? I'm like, I got you. And I sent him the pin.
All right.
So,
Cool. Good stuff. And Justin,
Yeah.
now, zero in on this schedule. Give me your feelings. Where do we win? Where do we lose, if we ever do? And do you see anything disadvantageous for us in this schedule? Go ahead.
I wanna cry because we haven't. The NFL has been treating us so bad with these schedules these past years. For the first time ever, they're actually being nice to us. A late bye? Oh, dang. God.
That's what happens to you when you become one of the Golden Boy teams. See, now the NFL is going to get behind us instead of constantly trying to beat us down. See, that's, probably going to get refs cheating for us like they do all other
One more
teams.
game I'm worried about is the Saints game. The Saints game
Always.
is really what I'm worried about.
Always.
That's the one game I'm like, I don't know about these refs, man. These refs.
Well, not only that,
know.
the Saints got talent, real talent, And Buffalo.
Yeah. And you add Sanders. You added Sanders to that. To
oh, that did
Sanders,
not.
Thomas. You got Breeze. Then you got Michael. And then you got Kamara.
What's that
And then you
tight
got
end's
Taysom
name?
Hill.
Is his name Cooks?
Jared Cook. Yeah.
Yeah, oh, that dude, man. But you know what? Hopefully Marcel Harris is not the one assigned to keep him under control because he ate Marcel's lunch.
Jared Hayden might take Marcel Harris's spot.
Well, the thing is,
Marcel Harris does not show up.
Well, true, but Kwaski's got to be there too. I mean, Kwaski was out that game last year, and Cook just did whatever he pleased. Oh. Well, Marcel's not. He's not. Coverage is
and
not
also,
his thing.
This
but he might be better now.
This is pretty much a contract year. I think this is a contract year for DJ Jones too, because he signed with the new agency, him and Nick Mullins, and that agency is known to hold out until they get paid. The agency that DJ Jones and Nick Mullins signed with is known to have players to hold out until they get paid. Like,
well, Nick didn't have a right to hold out last year because he didn't have a status to be doing that. But we'll see what happens next year.
Well, no, I think, and also, I think the Cowboy game is going to be interesting. I was like, when they were like talking about all these rumors, the leaks, I'm like, we're probably going to have 5 maximum primetime games, and I was like, we'll probably have like 3 because that's what they did this last year. We had like maximum like 3 or like 2, I think.
Did we have any? What is the term when you get taken out?
2 last year. I think we only had 2.
No, I mean,
had 2.
But listen, when you have a primetime game and they move you off on Sunday's the only day that can happen, right? Did anybody take us out on Sunday last year? I don't think so.
2 years ago, we were supposed to play. I think
2 years ago.
The Eagles, I guess.
Yeah,
I think we were supposed to play the Eagles, and it took us out of Sunday night.
Yeah, we weren't ready.
The Patriots.
Yeah, we weren't ready that year.
Yeah.
But last year they didn't do that to us. So that's what I said. If the Cowboys are sucking, then they'll say, "Oh, nah, let's." 49ers should win that one too easily. Let's go ahead and move that game and put somebody else in.
I can't wait. I cannot wait for that game because your boy, Texas boy, is in the chat right now.
I know.
I can't wait, man. When we win, I don't want to hear you talking nothing. You have your word. Everyone has heard. You said if we beat the Cowboys, you won't say nothing. I'm holding you to that. I'm going to hold you to that. So when it does happen, you can't talk no more because you said it. A word's a word. You hold your word. That's all I got to say. So
he lied.
And Andy Dalton, I'm not really afraid of Andy
He won't
Dalton.
be here. Anyway, he's right. If we win the game, Texas boy's not going to be in the chat. Why would he? He'd be killed. That's what he's talking about.
I'm excited. I'm excited about this. NFC West is going to be really good. I don't know about the Rams, but
I do.
But with this new playoff format, it's going to be 8 teams inside the division, so only one team can get the bye.
That's the word.
It's important that we are number 1. It's important that we are number 1 this year again because we need that bye. We need that bye.
Yeah. I was looking for the term flexed. Whenever it's such an embarrassing word. If you get flexed, that means somebody's weak in the game. And last that 2018, it was us that was weak because we lost Jimmy.
Oh,
so
I
you know
last
what?
year. Remember last year that the Chiefs and the Bengals. I think the Chiefs and Bengals. Oh, it was
They
the
got
Chiefs and
flexed.
Bengals last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got flexed out, and then another team got flexed in, and they ended up getting destroyed. I'm like, what? Like, there's no point in
It
doing that.
doesn't matter. Just we gotta go, fam. Appreciate you. I tell you what, I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Okay.
I'm hoping my boy Nick hops onto this. I just sent him a message right now, hoping he's gonna hop on. So
All right.
stay tuned.
Hey,
If he's
and you're gonna love what we got coming up tomorrow night too. I caught up with your dude mine, Eric. Tell you more about that a little later. All right.
Oh, okay. I'm happy now. I'm looking forward to it.
There you go.
I'm looking
right.
forward to it now. Our
right.
SF49ers on Instagram is next. That's all I gotta say. He's
All
waiting.
right, fam. Have a good night.
You too. Have a good night, everybody. Stay safe.
Thanks. Hey, Dion.
Ronbo, what's going on, brother?
D, man, I'm looking down through the schedule, man. I can't stop smiling. I'm going to go to the doctor and get my ears are starting to tear up. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I see the 49ers, barring any serious injuries, 49ers go cruise. Because we're talking polished vets. They're no longer children. They got a year into the system. Kyle's offense is probably ready to roll now. If that happens, oh, D. Boy. Good God Almighty. Dave, look at the schedule. Tell me what you think.
I'm going to tell you right now, Ronbo, I'm going to call this before anybody else does because I ain't hear nobody else give out no records. I'm just saying 15-1 and 16-0.
Ooh, yes. I like
do
the
not
sound
see
of that.
I don't see us losing any games. The only game I see that we have a possible challenge
Saints.
is in New Orleans.
Yeah.
And the only reason we have a challenge in New Orleans is because damn Jared Cook ate us alive before he got knocked out of the damn game.
I'm so glad he did.
Yeah, and then you got to remember, E-Man is over there with knowledge of our system. So one thing I can say is that people will always be like, oh, players don't share anything. You really think E-Man ain't finna sit down with that damn defensive coordinator and tell him what the hell we do? Come on now. You know they do. Now, that doesn't mean that Shanahan isn't going to have
little wrinkles and things like that.
game plan, and change a few things up. But at the end of the day, I think that's the only game that we have a possibility of losing. I see us actually sweeping our division. And pretty much the rest of the people, the Patriots, we'll see what the hell happens with them. If they even know what the hell Jared Stidham's gonna do. We're really gonna be worried about a dude with his last name.
It's just
Belichick. You know what I can worry about with Belichick? His defense. Because Belichick is smart. He's a defensive guy.
You see, it's too much time to plan too. That's what's really worrisome.
Exactly. But you got to think about it like this: as far as the games that we play. The only team that actually bothers me, and it's like that itch that you can't get to on your back, no matter how far you get to it.
You got to ask somebody to
scratch it with it.
Yeah.
Is the Cardinals, because they play us hard every damn year. They will not give up easily, and they just added DeAndre Hopkins. So that doesn't bode well for any of our defensive backs.
True.
Because that's a man child. That's a man child right there. So you got to respect D-Hop, man.
And D, let me ask you this question: is Simmons going to stop George? Because he believes he is.
Yeah, Simmons ain't stopping George. He can keep dreaming about that one, but that ain't gonna happen. You don't stop George Kittle. You don't. I'm sorry. Simmons may want to, and that may be his idea, and he may even tell Cliff Kingsbury, "Hey, coach, man, just let me go get him." And Cliff will watch him get beat a couple times ago. Isaiah, look, you're a little big, you're a little too big for your britches. For y'all little young whippersnappers listening, that's an old school term. You're getting too big for your britches. You got to calm down and sit on down. You still wet behind the ears. You got that Similac. And George going to eat your ass alive. He's been doing this. And then think about it, if we really have one of the guys do his blocking assignment and George is just a receiver, it's going to get nasty.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to get ugly for anybody. I really don't. I truthfully don't see us 15-1 or 16-0. I'm calling it right now because there isn't a team out there that has what we had. They didn't get as good as we got. You don't make moves like we did and then you turn around and you lose games. That's just ass backwards. It doesn't add up.
D, let me ask you this question, though. You know, it kind of concerned me when Nick Bosa said that DeForest Buckner was out there setting up plays, calling them, and doing things like that for the defensive line. He says now, collectively, they're going to have to be able to diagnose and make these calls on their own. I'm a little concerned about it because I didn't know Buckner was playing that role. We've got enough experience on that defensive line now. And will Kinlaw be able to do what he needs to do? I really do see some little wrinkle there, but what do you think about that part?
That part right there, what will happen with that is they will, I can guarantee you this is going to happen. They will come together as a collective, and they're going to lean on the most experienced person on the D-line. You will probably see Eric take that role.
A little more charge.
Because he knows what needs to be done.
Yeah.
He's more in charge, and he's been there. So you'll see Eric go ahead and say, all right, man, look, this is what we're going to do, blah, 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 and he'll go for that situation. I don't see us taking a step backward. I only see us taking a step forward. I see Kinlaw trading time with DJ Jones.
Yeah, and that's true. DJ's, that's a lot of experience there.
He's still raw. Yeah, he's still raw. Don't get me wrong. I love the kid. I think he's got immense talent, but he's still a rookie.
Mm.
And if you go in and you have a rookie starting and he has to know your system and learn it, you give him the proper time. If we can actually get training camp, if we can actually at least get training camp,
it'll be
with no restrictions, then we'll be okay. If we don't have an actual training camp, then yes, you'll see those guys going.
Well, DJ Jones will be out there more often then. D, we got to pull up, though. We got to get together so I can let you loose for an hour, all right? But we got to go now, fam.
I'm going to go crazy. Hey, man, I appreciate you. Thank you for the channel. Thank you for what you do, brother. You're the best at what you do. You have yourself a wonderful evening.
Thanks, D. Looking forward to talking to you a little later. All right, fam. Good night. Night, Jasmine. Hey, Griffin. That was
What's up, Ronbo?
Yeah, Griff. It sounded refreshing. Okay, Griff, come on in, man. You know the schedule
I just wanted to say I'm sorry for being quiet since January. I think you know why. So.
Yeah. Well, yeah, a lot of us. Yeah. It's a lingering thing.
But after the off season and after the draft, I'm a bit more optimistic, especially after we got Trent Williams. So that's good. And I saw our schedule. I do like our schedule.
We got Trent Williams.
Yeah.
Trent Williams. What are they gonna do? Jimmy's gonna have all day to throw. Oh.
He's going to make our running game even better. I don't think people realize that.
Can you imagine?
But yeah, of course. So, but
He's
there's one element. There's one element about the NFL schedule, though, that I don't think people are talking about enough, and it's not just us; it's the NFL in general. There was a rumor for a while that the league was going to start. The first 4 weeks would be NFC, AFC games. And then towards the end of the season would be all divisional games.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't do that. They have division games week 1. They have division games week 17.
It's kind of a normal looking schedule compared to what they're talking about.
Exactly.
You're right.
It's normal schedule, which means it's going to be tough. Like, I can't see them cutting games out or canceling any games. There's no way for them to do that with this schedule. So to me, this schedule says that the NFL is extremely confident that all 256 regular season games are going to be played. I think they're confident in that. So the only question, though, and people aren't talking about this enough, Adam Schefter, he snuck in a little report a couple hours ago, and nobody's really talking about it. The NFL, they've made this normal schedule. They have one way to kind of save the season from the pandemic if they have to. And that method that they have is they could push back the Super Bowl a few weeks or possibly even a couple months, he says, if they have to make sure this season is played. So I think people need to realize that even if things look bad with regards to this pandemic, the NFL seems extremely, extremely confident that the season's going to be played. and not just that the season's going to be played, but every regular season game is going to be played. They're not gonna dwindle things down at all.
Yeah.
So I think that's an element here that people aren't really realizing. The NFL seems really confident.
We knew
happen,
that
so.
they've got contingency plans. The season's going to go on in one way or the other. So yeah,
Absolutely.
that's a nice
The only
thought.
question is, will fans be allowed in stadiums or not? And I can't see, because you have, division matchups week 1 and division matchups week 17, I can't see them doing something like, towards the middle of the season they start to allow fans in. I think it's going to be fans are allowed the whole season or none of the season. I can't see them gradually.
And all of a sudden, yeah.
There would be an imbalance there. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So especially because division games are all throughout the season. So I think that's the only real question here: is are fans going to be allowed in? And maybe they'll.
I just wanted to mention they've got a design set up of how they're going to do it with the distancing and things like that. The concession stand people, there won't be any congregation around the concession stand. Your whatever you order will be brought to you. And, I don't know what that's going to look like or how that's going to do, but they've got a design set up.
Yeah, the Dolphins Stadium had a plan like that or something like that. I don't know if other teams are in on that.
That's probably going to be the blueprint.
Proposal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably is. So it'll be interesting to see how they handle that. But to me, the whole regular season is going to be played. It's just a matter of, will they push the whole season back at all? And will they allow or not allow fans, or will they partially allow fans, I guess, throughout the entirety of the season? So those are the only questions, really, in my opinion, that are left unanswered. But I think we can put to bed the idea that they're only going to have a 10-game season or a 12-game season or anything like that. Right. I think they're going to play all 256 games. So.
You know what? I probably need to hear from you, though, because you only got a minute left. Griffin, what's your schedule? Record here. You got what?
It's tough for me to say. I'm more of a pessimistic guy.
Yeah.
I look at how we did last season. We went 13-3.
Right.
We were something like 5-3 in one possession games, which I think is relatively sustainable. So I see us maybe playing. If I had to give you a firm record, I'd say maybe 12-4. I don't really like to predict specific games because it's kind of hard to see how the season plays out week to week. But I'm thinking it's reasonable to expect us to go 12-4. I think at New Orleans will be the toughest game, and you already heard why.
Everybody agrees on that. All right, Griffin, we got to stop.
Yeah.
We're going to stop it. I'll tell you what, and since you're back and healed up and everything from the trauma, we'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Yeah, thank you very much, Ronbo.
Thank you, Griffin. Night. And
Night.
Dollar Bill Will.
Ronbo, what's up, man?
Oh, Will, man, I've been sitting back here, but I'm loving it because I looked at that schedule. It's so funny, Will, I got to tell you the truth, though. There was no combination of teams I was going to be concerned with. No matter who they put on the schedule or what order, we're no longer that team that struggles to find a schedule weak enough to win a handful of games. Now everybody in our schedule is the one that needs to be worried. I love that feeling. But Will, what do you got going on? What are you thinking about this schedule?
Man, I gotta give it up to the NFL, man. They showed us some major love. Hey, hey, man, I think we gonna do better than we did last year. I think we might go 14-2, man.
Oh, should have did last year.
I really don't see the first 4 games, man. Arizona, Jets, Giants, and the Eagles. That's gonna be 4-0 right there. Yeah, Miami, that's 5-0. Them Rams, they whole structure and fell apart. That's another win.
We need to phone that in. In order to avoid injuries, just phone it in. The Rams can't whoop nobody. I got to tell you, though, Will, teams are going to be planning for us. So, I mean, I'm wondering what kind of little surprises and wrinkles. I mean, you can't beat talent like we got, but are you going to try to strategy beat us, you know?
Yeah, they're gonna try it. You know, they're gonna try their hardest to game plan against us, but that's
that's the whole beauty of having Kyle Shanahan. The way Kyle Shanahan can call up plays and he can make
according to what
the
you
same
do.
formation. Right, he can give you the same formation 4 times in a row and they different plays. You can't study that. You can't catch up on stuff like that.
Play
You
action.
can't. Yeah, it's impossible. So, man, it looks good, man. And what I like is the last game has got us playing Seattle again, but we at home.
Yes,
We at
thank
home.
you. Stop making us play there
you
on
know,
the last game. Sick of that.
right. And then we got a lot of evening games, so it's gonna be on TV.
Mm-hmm.
We do have another gauntlet, the Seahawks, Green Bay, and the Saints. The way we demolished Green Bay, Seattle. I think we got Seattle number now. I think the table's going to turn with the 4-9 Seattle victory. So I think we got the up on them now. So the Saints game is probably going to be the only game that's probably going to, could give us problems.
Screaming.
But we got a chance though, because we was in the shootout with them last year, and we can do it again if they want to bring it. So
well, we need to play some defense this year. I don't want to. That thing Cook did to us last year before Keller knocked him completely out. Will, honestly, if we don't knock him out, I don't know about winning that game because Cook was just killing Marcel, and Kwaski wasn't there.
Ronbo, if D Ford is playing in that game,
there's another
whole
thing.
Game in New Orleans, it's going to be a different story.
Yeah.
Right, it's going to be a different story. That's going to be the key to that New Orleans Saints game. If D Ford is playing that whole game, that is going to be a different story. You're going to see a better defense on that field. So D Ford going to have to be healthy this season. All season, man. Hopefully, he can do it.
Yeah, but we got plenty of guys. We just need Julian Taylor and Ronnie B. And if anybody gets hurt, boy, they take up that slack right quick. We don't know what Javon's gonna do. That boy may be playing 3 downs.
Yeah. Now I gotta give Arizona some respect. Now they always play us hard. So I'm gonna give them a little credit. But other than that, man, I see us back with a bye in the playoffs, man, division round. At home field advantage. I see it within this schedule, man. So I like it. Shout out to the NFL, man.
I'm gonna go ahead and say Arizona, we split. We were 1-1 with them. They added too much extra. You know what though? Okay, Robert Saleh may have it figured out from last year. We'll see. Okay, never mind.
What I want to see in the Arizona game is George Kittle versus Simmons. That's what I want to see. I want to see Kittle. I want to see Kittle to school.
It ain't gonna happen. Hey, I tell you what, Will, they gonna pull him off and bring Buddha back. Buddha, get back. Isaiah, listen, just watch Buddha and learn. All right, you did a good job, but George is pretty much starting to abuse you.
Yeah, but I like this schedule, man. I see Trent Williams just knocking down every defense in from each team of this. Trent Williams gonna have fun with this schedule. I'm looking at it right now. I'm telling you, man. So that run game gonna be something serious this season. I think it's gonna be better than last season, man. Don't let
McKinnon be right. Oh, and they got Mostert a year, and his confidence got to be going crazy. Woo! TC, you got to get involved. Oh, God. Man.
But yeah, man. I like it, though, Ronbo. I like it, man. I can't wait for this season to start, man. I really can't.
So. Where we gonna go? I'll be looking for you tomorrow, fam.
All right, man. Shout out to you, Ronbo, man. Shout out to my TNT fam. I'll play upon the Trey's Big Show, Russo. Shout out to all the guys, man. Ronbo Sports Fan Club, man. Hey, Super Bowl 55, Tampa Bay, Florida. It's not going to be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but the 49ers to be announced. Oh, yeah, and shout out to the Rams. Shout out to the Rams. Clay Matthews is suing the Rams for his money, but they can't afford to give him the money. All right, Ronbo.
Hey, Will, can I show you something, Will?
You can't show me nothing. Goodbye.
Okay, thanks, Will. Thanks. Good. I need grown folks now. Come on now. All right, Will. I'll see you tomorrow. Jack, come on, right, Jack. Don't come in taking shots at people. What's up?
Hey, I asked nicely, man. I'm trying to do it nicely.
But what was your intention? All right, go ahead.
and facts behind this. First of all, let's go to the schedule. Okay, it's all about the East Coast, and we got to beat the East Coast, whether it's AFC or NFC. And shout out to my boy Kenny with the 13-3 from last year because we got Jimmy G. But I got a new one this year. 16-0. Let's win the Super Bowl.
I like that, Jack.
16-0.
Like that a
win
lot.
the Super Bowl. And I hope Will's listening to this. I got two really quick fact checks really quick for y'all.
All right, go
Check
ahead.
it out.
Go ahead.
All right. Here we go. This is your boy Dollar Bill Will. Okay. Ready for this one?
Yeah, the two defensive backs, one from Alabama, but the other kid is the one I really like. Not the one from Alabama, the other guy that we got. I can't think of his name, but he's a draft quarterback. DeMarcus Acey. Man, that boy is a dog. 6'1", 4'4", 540. Man, that boy is a dog. I'm telling you.
May 2nd. That boy's a dog. That boy sounds like Rashard Robinson. Now, May 4th. Let's check this out.
And I'm gonna start off with Acey, man. Marcus Acey. I know everybody's been talking about him, man. Man, this dude got. No, get that! Hold that dog! Hold him! That kid got the dog, Ronbo. The coach is.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. That was recently.
All right. So basically, just like Kinlaw and the other dude that he's taking credit for, the tape don't lie, Will. I know you jumping on my bandwagon. I think you got a session with me or something. But, 2 days, I the same thing I said, you come out with the same shit like you just made that shit up. So, I know you got your boys behind you, but I'm a one-man band since 2014.
Man, what did you gain from this?
When you started this damn
Jack.
shit, now you trying to go over here with your ass like getting all your boys back and stuff like that. Listen, man.
Jack, I'm gonna hang up. Jack, I'm gonna let Jack. Thanks, Jack. We're gonna go, and I'll see.
Man, fuck your mom in the mouth, bitch.
Will, wait, guys, come on now. All right, Will, I'm gonna go, and you guys go ahead and relax. All right. 15 yards, Jack. Do you have to do that? All right. 49er Brian Duncan.
What the hell was that all about?
Jack has a way. He came in okay, and then he
Jack needs to get off the caffeine
definitely
or whatever.
went
Jesus.
downhill. Jack, I beg you to stop doing that, man. Come on, Jack.
Yeah, geez.
Will was even
I thought we were like,
Will
are we
actually was trying to be
G-rated,
nice.
Ronbo?
I'm sorry. Anyway, I want to apologize.
No, it's all good,
Anybody
man. How
who's
you
watching
been?
with their
What's
children,
new?
I didn't see that coming. Okay. For now, Brian, all right. What do you think about the schedule?
Oh my God, we got Arizona first at home. I'm thinking Kittle's gonna go crazy.
I'm hoping.
Like Buddha Baker.
You can read his lips on the sideline. Buddha, I'm still here, Buddha.
Buddha, I'm coming for you, revenge tour.
But he
You're
can't
my
talk like
first
that.
Brad,
Brad, he's going to be nice to Simmons, though. He'll be nice to Simmons because Simmons is
we're
a
gonna
rookie.
knock the feathers out of the Cardinals. I just know it that first game. We're just knocking the feathers out of them. I would hate to be the Cardinals. We come back the way we lost the Super Bowl. We have to play the Cardinals first. I would hate to be the
All
Cardinals.
right, the first team.
Honestly.
And Richard Sherman,
Oh.
if indeed D-Hop thinks he's going to have a day on
Yep.
Richard Sherman after Sherman just admitted the other day. He really said, man, y'all need to stop blaming Jimmy for that game. We had a 10-point lead, okay? It was me and everybody else on the D, and he was right.
Well, I just watched some. Yeah, I watched some highlights on that first Cardinal game we played them last year, and had Quan got that interception, that could have been a touchdown. I remember Debo dropping a pass in the end zone. That should have been a touchdown. We would have whooped them in that first game. We still kind of did, but that second game was pretty nail biting when we played them down the rest of the way.
Oh,
but
man, and
yeah,
with a miracle
I think you're
play
right.
at the
They're going to be
end.
tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're going to be tough, but I'm not worried about them. The team I'm worried about is that sea-eaten trash
bird team that I have hated for my whole life up there in the smelly Seattle area. That's the team I'm worried about. You know,
You think so? I think the Hawks have ran.
I don't trust them. I don't trust they every time we play them there, they get weird calls that go their way. You know this.
I know.
Every time, they just find a way to screw us out of one game. You know, last year we would have beat them both games if our kicker wasn't hurt. You know, and I feel bad for the guy that kicked the ball, but
I know
we would have been 14 and I think we'll be 14-2 this year, like we should have been last year. That's what I heard you say. So I agree. But like the Saints, I'm worried about the Saints. Oh man, you know they're going to make a big deal out of E-Man being in New Orleans and saying that he left the 49ers to go to a better team and all this crap.
I know.
Sports writers
he likes a
going
pass happy team
already.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then of course that wasn't the reason. The guy just wanted to get more money, and you can't blame him. I mean, but I just don't trust the Seahawks or the Saints will be tough. I like the Saints, but I hate those Seahawks, Brombo.
Yeah.
Hate them.
You know, I bet you we could put we put our hate on a meter. I wonder who would hate the Seahawks the worst. God, I'm sick of that team. And the escape won't happen this year for 49ers, Brian. I'm telling you, man. They're not getting away this season. The 49ers are going to be a little more polished offensively this year. So you can look for that to happen. And also
I have
defense.
to add, our team is better this year. Don't you think? I do. I mean, our defense, I think, will be better.
Maturity, if nothing else.
Jimmy's going to be on it better this year. Jimmy's going to be way better this year. I just know it. Yeah, I just have a feeling.
He needed last year.
And I really like where our bye is scheduled. Week 11. I like to have. Yeah, it's great. I think we were week 8 last year, right? Am I wrong?
Four, Brian. We didn't get another break after week 4.
Way off. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
man.
that wasn't, and if we got a few injuries, that'll be nice during that week for those guys to come back. I'm hoping nobody gets hurt, know.
Well, I think the reason we got hurt last year is because we had to go all those games in a row without stopping. So
Exactly. And we were on a tough, those 3 games that we had last year. That was the tough season right there, and I'm looking at this season. The only games that like I say, are the Seattle. I worry about, that we do have a short week that 1 week. We have a Thursday night game against Green Bay, but that's Green Bay. Who cares?
I mean, because they got a new coach, a new system coming in. Well, the thing is, this is just silly. I just don't get this.
I don't care about Matt LaFleur and his Green Bay Packers. I don't. Matt LaFleur, and I think Green Bay is going to trade Rodgers next year. I'm pretty sure it's looking that way.
They picked up a new quarterback this year. Yeah. If Aaron goes out there crying about the system and stumbling along, you may see Mr. Love this year.
I'm thinking so. I mean, when you got Brett Favre coming out saying that Rodgers should just go to another team, that's pretty bad, So, but hey, Rombo, I'm glad you're good. You look healthy and stay healthy, man. All right, I'll get going. I know you got other people to talk about.
All right, avoid that COVID stuff. All right, Brian. Talk to you later, fam.
Take care.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
And let's go check out, Jay, and see what's up with Jay rolling down the road. Jay! J-A. J-A. Okay, I thought it, okay. Yo! There it is. There's the sound of them big wheels rolling. Jay!
What up, Rambo?
Jay, man, I'm just sitting back here enjoying the schedule. I don't see, something, Jay, no matter who's on the schedule, it wasn't going to be enough to intimidate nobody no more. We ain't like what we used to be, right? So I look at the schedule, I don't feel anything. I don't care who they put on there, and they ain't scary, except for the Cardinals. The Cardinals, and of course, Belichick and the Saints. You never know what's going to happen there. But the rest of them folks, man, come on, man. What are you thinking, Jay?
We ain't got no worries. I got 15-1. Worst case scenario, 16-0. Best case scenario.
Let me give it a rhyme, Jay. 15-1. Go have a lot of fun.
Come on, man. We already got our experience last year. All the youngest time to grow up. We done approved this team. We added Trent Williams, Ken Law, Brandon Ayuk. So it's on. We got to go up from last year.
And you heard what Nick said, right? Nick said, I feel like I probably could see the field a lot better now, and some of the things I did last year, I'm going to make some adjustments on, and Can you imagine, Jay? Can you imagine Nick Bosa getting better? I don't know what that would look like. That's got to be like what?
Oh my!
As rest of y'all get out the way, just let Nick take care of everything.
Oh yeah, he gonna finish them sacks. I can see about 16, 17, maybe 18 sacks this year.
Whoa, that's the thing. If he's got better vision now, he can see them chips coming. You know those things you don't know as a kid as you're coming into a new system? Them chip blocks, all them other things. He could take different angles and different routes. He talked about that too. See, this is going to be interesting because his daddy going to say, Nick, I could have told you that, but I had to wait to see you experience first, So.
Oh, yeah, that's what the whole team, though. With the whole young team like that, getting that playoff run and that Super Bowl experience.
Mm-hmm.
And now we hungry, and now we got to taste the winning too. That's the key thing about it. We got to taste the winning.
Yes, party time.
And don't nobody on that schedule scared. Don't nobody scared me. I ain't worried about Drew Brees a year older, a year older.
Yeah, getting weaker.
Ain't nobody worried about them things.
I do. You know what? I do worry about Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray, unless they take a step back this year, which I can't imagine, that boy. He scared me last year, Jay. I ain't gonna lie. I knew he would go into the season too. So
yeah, he's just like Russell, the little Russell.
But faster.
But we got our division. Yeah, but faster. You're right. Yeah. We got our division though. We ain't worried about the division games. We the Wild Wild West. This is our division.
And the Rams.
All them stepchild.
Yeah, because the Rams is done. And you figure they'll be competitive. The Hawks will be competitive, but they can't really whoop nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I feel good about that game. So the rest of the league we're playing, come on, man. Giants and Jets. Jets may be a little better. I don't know what Le'Veon's feeling like, but he don't want to. It's like Deion said today, man, Le'Veon don't want to be there.
Yeah, the Dolphins, the Bills. Bills all right, but they still got Josh Allen out there. So
I know, right? See, that's what I'm not scared of either.
Allen.
Josh, he ain't gonna whoop nobody. He could be a little better.
Really?
Yeah,
nobody's scared of us. You know what I mean? And that's our West. That's our NFC West. You know what I mean? I remember when we used to had the Saints and the Falcons in our division. Who was the Cardinals and Rams and Deep Chicken? Anybody worry about it?
I mean, this should be, as long as the 49ers stay focused and stay in that same mindset, y'all left something on the table in Miami. That was yours for the taking. So, okay, you grow up a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
You got a little mental maturity. Now go back and get what you lost. They'll get it.
Oh, yeah, what Kittle say? I will be back here.
I know, right?
We will be back.
Jay, what do you got for a record though?
Ready.
Are you into records? What do you got going on?
Oh, 15-1.
Oh, that's right. We just said it. 15-1 with a whole lot of fun. There you go.
Yeah,
Jay,
if we get 15-1, 16-0 for real.
We should have had 16-0 last year. You know that game against the Falcons, that game that Kyle could have called a little differently against the Ravens.
The Seahawks.
And the Seahawks, that missed field goal. Man, all our games we lost should have been won. Ain't nobody beat them up.
That's what I'm saying.
Nobody beat up the 49ers. Come on, man.
Especially with this maturity we got now, and we got big Trent Williams, the solid side of that offensive line.
Jay, I'm going to see you tomorrow, fam. Roll down that road carefully, please. All right.
Oh, you already know. Have a blessed night, Ronbo.
You too, man.
Have a blessed night, faithful. Shout out to my man, Jack. Always keep it interesting.
If nothing else. Don't encourage him, Jay. I'm trying to get him to straighten up. Every coming and taking shots. He know Will and Dre go get crazy mad. Oh,
That's
man.
all right. He keep it a sight though, man. You know, it's all family and love. You know.
That's true. All right, fam. Talk to you later, Jay. Wait.
Bang bang, not a gang.
Hey, Jay.
You have a good one.
You too, fam. Here goes Jay rolling down the road, bringing product to get people to stop having to stand in line for everything. Hey, Dre.
Yes, sir.
Dre, here it is, scheduled time. I know you got plenty to talk about. Dre, jump on it.
Man, I'm really happy that when the teams were announced who we were playing, but they hadn't announced in what order. Remember I said I was worried about playing Buffalo and New York and New Jersey for the Jets and all of those places where it gets extremely cold and
late.
Yeah, and I'm happy that we're playing those guys. We're playing the Jets. We're playing the Jets and the Giants in New York, but that's going to be in the summertime, so we don't have to worry about that.
Still nice.
We got the Eagles, but we're playing them at home.
Yeah.
The coldest game that we're going to, and then we have the Seahawks, which it gets cold up in Washington, but we have them in week 8.
Well, we're used to that.
Well, in October it's still around the 60s and 70s in the Northwest. It's still.
I've been there in October, and I had to buy. I was out of Fisherman's Wharf. I had to buy me an extra sweatshirt. I could not believe how cold that was. I said, "What? It ain't wintertime yet."
Well, this past year, it was actually a record high. We still had like 70 and 80 degree weather this past year.
I wish I could have went through that. God.
Yeah, so it's not bad. I mean, the coldest climate that we'll have is probably Boston, and in October they have an average of 62 degree weather. So it's like we really actually came out really good. Like we don't have to go nowhere in frigid cold weather. Like Packers, they gotta come back to the house. Yeah. The Packers got to come back to the house. We ain't going out there. So that was the thing that I'm really happy about. Also. We got the Jets and the Giants back to back. That means, we play in New Jersey and hop on the New Jersey Turnpike and go right over and play, at MetLife, which is really good, man. I'm happy that they scheduled us back to back. We stay in the same time zone for 2 weeks. So that's a really good thing, man. I think that we should start the season off 7-0, Ronbo. There's no reason why we shouldn't start the season off 7-0. I think that's very possible. And everybody's talking about they're worried about the Cardinals, man. You guys got to realize, man, Kyler Murray is a young quarterback. He's got to make some mistakes.
That's true.
Yeah, and they're still installing that system. People go look at Deshaun. What's that wide receiver, DeAndre Hopkins? Go look at his game stats from game to game, and you tell me what you see. He's not as great as everybody thinks he is. He's just not as great as everybody thinks he is, bro. Like I'm not buying the hype on that dude, man. I feel like we got younger. That means we got a lot more youth on this team. I feel like our offensive line is going to be a lot better. With Trent Williams, and then you got Brunskill filling in for person. Yeah, man. I think we just got a lot better on our offensive line. I think we're gonna have a pretty good season. Yeah. Man. I really don't see no steps being taken back. I feel like we're taking steps forward. Emmanuel Sanders, he was a great piece, but if you look at him game to game, he had 2 big games, and that's about it. He was non-existent. I think with the addition of Jalen Hurd and Trent Taylor coming back, it's really going to open up our offense. It's really going to open up our offense. I don't think people understand the effect that Jalen Hurd will have on defenses, man. That's going to be matchup hell for people to try to contain. Also having
if he's healthy, I really look for, because that's Jimmy needs a safety net. And guys like Taylor will provide that. If the play is breaking down, Taylor doing that slant, just hit him.
Yeah. And you know what, Ronbo? I'm gonna stop saying the whole if he's healthy thing.
Because that talks to the right. He's healthy.
The guys that we need to be healthy, they gonna be healthy. Everybody's gonna come back, and everybody's gonna be A-OK, man. It's power. It's power of life and death in the tongue. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna speak it into existence. Like our guys are coming back healthy. You know what I'm saying? I think that I'm calling the 12-4 season. I'm calling the 12-4 season. I think we drop. We drop 4. I think we probably drop a team. We probably drop a game to a team that
we shouldn't
necessarily.
Yeah,
exactly. Maybe
it happens every year.
Somebody like. Yeah.
We lost it. We lost Atlanta last year. That made no sense. Yeah. If George doesn't switch hands wrong, we still win that game. Yeah. Bad as we play.
Yeah. So, right. So I'm calling. I'm calling the 12-4 season. And I just think that we're going to be a lot more motivated to continue on of what we started. Man, we're on the break of greatness with this team,
and
the staff,
and the maturity too. That's number
one.
Man.
Yeah, Dre, I'm very happy.
I know you is, because man, we got this.
Oh yeah, hey, man, Jack, man, come on, man, just
okay,
stop.
No, don't
stop.
Dre,
I'm just saying, man,
he can't help it.
He's like the family member. He's like that family member that nobody invites to the family
Thanksgiving
reunion.
Day.
They all hate him, like, come on, bro, just stop, bro. Like, you don't do that. My Will was the first guy that Will he coined Javon Kinlaw's name in this Niner Empire, bro. He was the one from day one, bro. Like, stop with all the I'm right about this, and I'm right about that. Like, nobody cares. We don't like you. We don't care.
Dre, let it go.
We don't like
I'm gonna see you tomorrow.
Yeah, good Lord.
All right, fam.
Hey, man, shout out to the Team P fam, man. Trey Trez, Big Show, Jerry Fresh, Russo, Shea Lewis, man. My player partner, Will, man. It's all good, baby. We all good, man. Hey, everybody got one. You just happen to have one, too. You know what I'm talking about? All right, Ronbo, man, I'm gone.
Night, Trey.
All right, bro.
Oh, God. See, Will, see, Jack, that's what I'm talking about, man. That's uncalled for. Okay. Hey, Flossie B.
We ain't worried about nothing. We ain't worried about nothing.
Flossie, man, you got to write that whole tune out, man, because you know what? I have a feeling the first 4 or 5 teams is going to get brutalized. Why? Because the 49ers are coming off an emotional, like, somebody got to pay for it. You see that fool is in a crowd and somebody made him mad. He grabbed the person next to him and don't even normally smack him just because he don't know what else to do.
Yeah, man.
I'm worried about the Cardinals.
We ready, man.
But the Cardinals need to be worried about the 49ers coming in hunting for bear. Because, there's some similarities between Kyler Murray and Patrick Mahomes as far as him moving around and being able to do crazy things. 49ers will say, if we could stop this kid, Patrick Mahomes is dead ahead. Because, I figured they're going to be back in the Super Bowl run, too. So, what do you think about this schedule?
Man, I feel like we're going at least 9-0 before we meet New Orleans, man. You know what I'm saying? So at worst case scenario, I'm gonna say we're going 10-0 or 9-1 by a bye week. You know what I'm saying?
Because there's always that one game you shouldn't have lost.
Cardinals.
True.
We ain't worried about no damn Cardinals. They worried about us. They trying to build their team to catch us. We ain't worried about them.
True. Young team.
We trying to win the Super Bowl. They trying to make the playoffs.
Survive. Exactly.
We ain't worried about their ass.
And he left the Super Bowl a failure. Yes.
Now, they did play us good. They did play us the best last year of any team. But we ain't worried about their ass at all.
We made mistakes. That's the only reason why they was keeping up.
We on a whole nother level, Ronbo. We ain't worried about them, fam. Yeah, we on the Super Bowl level, fam. They trying to get to where we at. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly.
They worried about us.
Well,
So
after the rest of what do you see for the schedule? I mean, you see, is it 13-3, 12-4, 15-1? What do you got going on?
I mean, it could be any one of those, Ronbo, because of course, we're gonna probably slip up at least once. You know what I'm saying? It might be a missed field goal, or a fumble, or some bull crap or whatever.
At the last second.
Turn the game.
Yeah,
exactly. But other than that, man, I see. To be honest, I see 14-2 or 15-1. 14-2 at the worst.
Because screw-ups won't be tolerated this year. See, because you don't wait until this year. You don't wait till Okello gets to the point where his confidence is completely gone and he's fallen down around Stephon Diggs' feet because of that. And Keller would have never done that at the beginning of the season, right? So you see, you got to keep the guy out there that's in full control of himself out there, mentally and physically. So I think Kyle can pretty much know who those guys are this year. You know, you don't run TC all game long when you know Mostert's hot. You know, these are some of the things Kyle's got to. He's got to. Don't do that. Go with the hot hand.
I want to see us use our fullback a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Even though he did a nice job blocking and scheming and stuff like that. But I want to see him just a little bit more. Not a whole lot more. Just a smidge, a little bit more. Just to throw the defense off.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you know Juice played? You know, he played at around 225, 230 last year. He says, he did that to increase speed. His whole thing was about speed, and he was taking angles. Juice is like really a Harvard guy, you know? This guy is really sharp. He was doing numbers. He was saying things like, I look at a defender and he's got to stay within the parameter of certain rules and things like that. And I know that, and that's what I took advantage of most of the time. I said, look at that. Juice is like, his mental approach is just, it's so far ahead. So those guys coming down to get us, those defenders, they have no idea what they're dealing with Juice. You're right to talk about Juice in that fashion. He is key to so much.
Yeah, man, because our offense is great. So they really got a key on everybody. You know what I'm saying? And he's a factor, man. When he get his hands in that ball, that boy, he gonna make you feel it. Trying to tackle him.
Yeah, he's strong. Yes, Juice is powerful, man.
And as far as Emmanuel Sanders goes, we ain't even worried about Emmanuel either, because we got Trent Taylor and we still got Richard James if need be, even though he's most likely gonna be the odd man out. We still got Travis Benjamin. He might be the odd man out too. We got a few players that we can put in that slot position, even if it's Ayuk.
But Ayuk, you could put him there if you want to. You could put Debo there. Ayuk and Debo could play, I bet, pretty much the whole tree. So that's what I like about them. Yeah. So,
then with Hurd coming back, man, we're going to be unstoppable.
Oh, God, yeah. And what if, and I got a feeling it's going to be that case, what if Jerick McKinnon is on time? I tell you what.
He been looking good.
Yes.
He been looking good, Ronbo.
And his quickness, they're going to put him in the slot sometimes, too. Or else line him up in the backfield and have him abuse linebackers all day long. Oh, I love these mismatches.
We can't be stopped, Ronbo. I'm talking about even we switching them in and out. You know what I'm saying? We're going with Hurd. We're going with Ayuk. We're going with, Debo. You know what I'm saying? We do it anybody. Then you can't stop Kittle at all.
It's not going to be all run game this year, Flossie B. The people here,
we ain't worried about the Saints either.
Man, y'all run first, yeah.
We ain't worried about nobody.
Yeah.
We just worried about getting to the Super Bowl and winning it. See, we ain't worried about nobody else.
Defense. There goes Nick. He's got 5 sacks in this game. They can't do nothing.
We're going to fly sideline to sideline like we've been doing, man, and knock out everybody in our damn way. Because we got a vengeance.
Oh, God. Flossie, man, I'm going to see you tomorrow, Flossie. Good stuff, fam. All right.
All right, fam. Y'all have a good night, man. Now the Empire. Y'all stand up, man. 6-1 coming in a minute.
Night, Flossie.
Good night, family.
Man, don't you wish this team could last like this forever? Jed, you've got to re-sign John and Kyle up for the next 4 years. I want 10 years from those guys. Hey, Rick.
Sir, what's good, man?
Rick, man, everything is good. That's what's so ridiculous. I just wish we could get out of that field. I want to see these guys work out. Rick, I have dreams at night. All the stands fill up during the preseason. The guys out there going through drills and everything, and they're going over signing autographs on the sidelines and taking pictures. I just want our life back.
Right. 100%.
But that's right. We'll get through this.
Absolutely.
The 49ers will make it great. They'll be winning. So, But Rick, what do you think, man? Would you look at the schedule? What do you think?
Man, if if I'm gonna be humble, I'm gonna say we go 14-2.
And that's being humble.
The thing is, dude, it's just like I'm trying to be humble, but it's like take it. They can NFL team could take it as disrespect, whatever. I don't care, but it's just like we've gotten better. If we gotten better from last year, and we went 13-3, and even the games that we lost with losing to Seattle with a rookie kicker and losing to Atlanta with fumbles, with a George Kittle fumble,
a hand switch,
George,
you
know what I'm saying,
doing?
or losing to the Ravens in the Ravens, man, and we've gotten better. It's like, dude, first of all, I'm so grateful that they're playing these stinking cow chips here, so I get to go to the game and act a complete fool when we smack them. But like I said before, I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna say 14-2. If I'm gonna name the two teams that I probably give us problems, I would say it'll be our in-state rivals. Probably be Seattle. We split with them, and maybe Arizona. We split with them, and that's just being nice. Just like you don't want to, but. I just don't see it, man. I just don't see it. Like, I do not see it. We're not going to lose to the Pats. I don't care who the hell they got. We're not going to lose to the Pats. We're not going to lose to the Cowboys. We're not going to lose to the Saints again. We're not. We have Dre Greenlaw, who is the Seattle killer.
Well, see, that's
who is the Seattle killer. He owns Seattle now.
I tell you,
he owns Seattle.
That's why I'm not really worried about the Hawks.
You know what I'm saying? You got Cliff Kingsbury with the Arizona and all that, and Kyler Murray. And I will say, look, he presented a problem last year because he's short and real squirt. But even in the game that made it really interesting, that was a busted play where that rookie from Temple or whatever just busted that 80-yard touchdown or whatever, and he gambled and missed whatever. It's not going to be like that again, man. I mean, like Will said, man, L.A. Rams, they're broke. They got people suing them for money because they're just broke. Look, Kyle Shanahan, you can guarantee a sweep of them because he's tired of hearing that him and Sean McVay, they're kind of like the dual young geniuses, and he's like, "No, dude, I'm the real genius. You just got lucky. You put all your eggs in one basket and went from Super Bowl team to straight trash." So, man,
Sean is my student. You know, that's what Kyle could say.
Right. I taught him. I taught him what he knows. Yeah. You know, the same thing with the guy in Green Bay. We're gonna smack Aaron Rodgers and them again, dude. It's just like, I don't know, man. Before we just be humble. I'm gonna say 14-2, but I'm really thinking 15-1.
Because
and only the reason why we're doing one is because of the fact that we're probably gonna rest in the game 17 because of the fact that we already have everything wrapped up. Because there's only the first round, the number one team gets to bye this year because the 7 teams or whatever or 9 teams, whatever. Yeah. So I think we're gonna have it wrapped up, man.
Nick Mullins rematch. Nick Mullins versus Russell Wilson. And at the end of the game, and it seems that Nick Mullins is the answer to the Seahawks. He's done it again.
Absolutely, man. I just think this year, man, I just can't wait for, I know they're talking about possibly having a call next Friday, either this Friday or next Friday, about possibly open up training facilities. And hopefully they'll do that with wise counsel, make sure everything is right or whatever.
Do it in a healthy fashion.
Whatever. You know what I'm saying? But once we really get on the field and we start going, because the thing about it, I just honestly feel our offense versus our defense versus our offense is going to be the best that they play against any team that they're going to face in any team all year. So by the time we play opposition, we'll be like, dude, this is light work. This is easy work here because we play the best of the best each day. We're practicing against the best of the best each day. So you think Nick, that you got something for us?
Yeah.
No.
I mean between Nick and Trent, who's going to be worse than they are for each other?
dude. And then you got Kinlaw and Eric Armstead against the guard in the center. So by the time they face the Aaron Donald and whoever else, it's like, look, dude, we get this work every day. We know how to pass off on whatever. So you're not giving us anything. So, dude, this year, Revenge 2020, we're winning it all. Tampa Bay, I don't care who they line us up with, man. We're winning it all, man.
We got to pull up Rick. I'm going to see you tomorrow, Rick. All right?
Absolutely. Hey, man, Niner faithful, Niner Empire, man. Keep washing your hands, social distancing. We're going to get through this. But, hey, man, we winning it all, man. And I'm telling you, we're going to act up because we should have won it last year. But with this year, we're going to make sure we win it this year. Jimmy G, MVP. You heard it first, man.
There you go. And no defensive hiccups. No. All right, man. Have a good night, Rick.
Peace out.
You. Yeah, it's honest. It's all about maturity, You let those kids grow up, and now they got a bad taste in the mouth because they know damn well it was better than Kansas City. I can't wait. Hey. And we say, area code's 510, I see. 510. Come on in, 510. 510. Hey, Manny.
Hello?
Hey, Manny. We're waiting for you, man. Come on in.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Manny, we're laughing at the schedule because, in 2020, unlike 2017, 2016, we can laugh about the schedule now. Manny, did you look at the schedule yet? What are you thinking?
Yes, sir, I did. And I'm thinking 14-2, maybe 13-3 again, just for the simple fact that we might have it sold up towards the end, and we're just going to rest our guys come week 17, and Seattle's not even going to be an issue.
Manny, you make a good point there. What if the 49ers get to the point, if it gets too easy, they could it's human nature, right? You start cruising. I hope they don't do that, though. Manny's got a good point there.
I don't think Kyle will do that.
He won't let him do
that. I don't know. He surprised us in a few games that we thought he would do something different, and he didn't.
True.
Super Bowl for one.
Yes.
Baltimore for another.
Yes.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Give the ball to Debo, Kyle, in the Super Bowl, please. Just give it to Debo. They can't do a thing with him.
They couldn't
give it
stop
to
him.
Oh, Kyle. I still
that's
can't
the pass,
get over that.
Rumble. That's the pass.
Okay.
That's the pass. Let's keep the pass in the past. Ain't no changing that no more.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But, the only other team I might be worried about is Arizona. Arizona stocked up on some players, and, we play them on the 27th. We play them here in Arizona, and I'm definitely going to go. I just don't know with who yet. So I'm taking the wife or the son because it's our anniversary, me and the wives, but we'll see how that works out.
Oh, you're making a day.
But yeah, we did last year. We did last year for the first time. We went to our first NFL game, and, man, we did the whole tailgate and with a bunch of 49er fans. Man, it was fun. I loved it.
Yes.
Had my first beer at 9:30 in the morning. It was.
It's excused.
It was nice. It was, yeah.
People get on you for that kind of thing. It ain't happy hour yet. What are you doing? I'm at a football
sure is.
game.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah, true. I love it.
But yeah. We did that, Ronbo, man. That was great. It was a great experience. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, I never made it to one in Candlestick, or because I'm in Arizona and not able to make it one to Santa Clara. But man, I'm able to make it here once a year. Good enough for me. Man, it's great. It's great. But yeah,
it's still.
But I'm thinking, the record maybe 14-2, 13-3, just like last year. Have the first round sold up. Just for the simple fact that Arizona's got a good squad. We can't overlook them. Week one, we might get them because our team is more developed than theirs. They're still putting pieces together.
That's true.
And trying to, get their game plan going.
That's
true.
Week
14 or 15 or something like that when we play them again here, that's going to be a whole different game, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because because they don't get especially if you don't get enough practice, and that means that D-Hop and Connor can't get fully on the same page yet, and they got a few other pieces running around there too. Isaiah Simmons thinks he's going to stop George Kittle, so he'll be all pumped up. Buda Baker's who I'm worried about. Buda does play George well. I got to give it to him. He works hard out there to get. He does.
Yeah,
get it.
but you know what though, George Kittle is an animal. You can slow him down, but you can't stop him.
Stop him. No.
He's gonna get his.
Yeah.
He's gonna get his. Especially with all the weapons that we just added.
Ooh.
I mean, come on.
George could
Ronbo,
be a decoy the whole game. And Kyle's going to do that a few times, Manny. Because Isaiah Simmons is licking his chops. And Kyle's just going to say, you know what, I'm going to put George in a situation now where he takes Simmons out of the play. And I'm going to let Ayuk and Debo just tear these guys apart. Mostert.
Yes.
Jerick McKinnon. Oh, man. It goes on and on.
Careful with her back.
Yes. I mean, then with Taylor coming back and Hurd coming back, you know what I mean? It's man, we're on a whole different level. And if McKinnon can stay healthy and actually play,
lights
wow.
out.
You know, but that's wishful thinking for McKinnon. It's been 2 years in a row that we've been expecting him in.
But that's one injury that just lasted a long time. Actually, before that, when he was in Minnesota, he wasn't getting hurt all the time. This is the thing. So if he comes out there and doesn't have another accident, I think he could be like murderous. So I'm looking forward to what he does.
Definitely. Our run game is going to be off the charts. It's going to be. You don't want to fuck with that.
Ridiculous.
Because we got rid of Matt Breida, but if McKinnon comes out to be who he is, or what we're expecting him to be, man, watch out. Watch out with him and TC and Mostert.
Oh, we said 5 on that, baby boy. Man, and look out for Ahmed. Every time I watch his tape, I say, oh, look at that. That's Bobby Turner's dude. One step, cut. He puts his foot down. Boom, he's gone. I like him better than the other guy.
Yeah.
We're going to see what happens there. Jeff Wilson. I still love me some Jeff Wilson, though, man. We got too many good running backs. God.
Yeah, man. I can't wait. I seen the schedule. I was like, oh, we can easily go undefeated until the bye week. Easily.
Yeah.
I don't see anybody. Maybe New Orleans. You know what I mean? But
everybody worries about the Saints.
That's going to be a tough game.
Yeah. It's in the dome.
Yeah, but I mean, before our bye week, I don't see nobody stopping us. I really don't.
And you keep that thought too, man, because there ain't nobody gonna stop us. We gotta go, fam. Get ready. The fam is like jumping up and down around. I can hear them. What's up, y'all?
Yeah.
Good to hear from you.
Yeah, we're outside. We're chilling, enjoying the little bit of nice weather we got left before it starts getting stupid hot out here, and we can't be outside whatsoever.
You gotta wait till the sun goes down, right?
Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. All right, Ronbo. My son says hi, and definitely.
All right. Hi back
to
him.
We'll talk to you guys some other time.
Looking forward. Hey, what's up, little man? All right, guys. See you tomorrow.
All right, Ronbo, you guys have a good night.
Night, Manny.
All right, man. Bye.
Man, Manny, you go way back. Manny only talked to him here and there, I miss him a lot. And Storm and Norm.
And his Niners all day.
Yes, indeed. Nighttime.
And you already know what's going on here. We got the 2020 schedule going on. And I think the only team that can beat the Niners this year is those stupid ass Hornets that everybody be talking about.
Yeah.
And they don't even stand a chance.
I know, don't let them boys come flying through the stadium, no, boy. Talk about clearing the stadium out.
Matter of fact, the 49ers might be called the Murder Hornets by the time 2020 season is over. Because we going, bro, y'all see the schedule, y'all? Like, this schedule is retarded.
Love it.
But, like, look at here. Like, we got, oh, my God. Like, we're going to be on the East Coast. We're going to be at MetLife Stadium.
Enjoying that good food out in the East.
In a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like, I can see it now. John Lynch is out there. Just, guys, stay out here in New York. Go check out Times Square.
Yeah.
It's going to be hot. There's going to be, y'all can go to Coney Island, eat some hot dogs, and then whoop the dogs food out of Eli Manning.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
The pizza. Oh, New York pizza.
Yeah.
God.
So, but I have some bad news for the Niners fans. We're not going to do the same thing we did last year.
You mean lose the Super Bowl?
We're
Yes, I agree.
We're not doing it. That's the good news. My bad.
No, because Norm, in the first place, it was about growing up some. The 49ers did a lot of growing up. They seen everything they needed to see last year. They are men. They went from boys to men. They're ready.
There are some grown men out there. So at worst, 12-4. At best, 14-2.
Ooh.
Both scenarios winning the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Oh, mama. Niners winning the Super Bowl next year. Super Bowl 55. I said it last year, but I said it last year. I was saying that Jimmy G was going to beat
until the last
Tom Brady.
few minutes. Yeah.
But see now, they win in the bowl next year, straight up. And if I ain't right, then there would probably be then we probably talking about last year. But this year they get it for surely. I don't see who else. Who's gonna take it? Tom Brady and the Buccaneers?
They're not going to win the what is that? The NFC East?
They ain't even gonna win the NFC South.
Yeah, they're not. I don't see them winning the South. Yeah.
Tom Brady, this ain't butter pecan. He was not going to win the NFC South. He doesn't. You doesn't know.
Coming there throwing that ball deep down.
Who else? Who on the East? We got the Cowboys. Oh, we're snagging the Cowboys at 8.
We get to play the Cowboys.
Jerry Jones gonna walk out. He's gonna walk out the suite before halftime.
I love when he does that.
It's over. It's over. The boys is over. I mean, the pack is over. We're going into SoFi Stadium, Wi-Fi Stadium, Hi-Fi Stadium, whatever the hell they want to call it.
Yes,
and
Norm is so right.
We finna pixelate a SoFi Stadium. You feel me? Straight up.
Feel it, Norm. Because you're right too. It's time for a new world order. Breeze, Brady, all those guys. Their time is up.
Niners.
Yes.
Yes, man. What the Niners are cooking. Whooping ass, bro. We whooping everybody ass. I don't even care how many games we lose. We whooping everybody ass. You probably play maybe 2-3 games after bowl. We whooping everybody ass, though. Straight up. Going down.
Ah, God. It's the only thing you can see, because the schedule, they're going to make the schedule so hard for the 49ers next year. They say, well, we got to line up 49ers for something else. It's a little embarrassing.
We got the fourth hardest schedule. The fourth hardest schedule in the NFL. We whooping everybody ass. Everybody's ass.
That's what they used to do to the Seahawks. They give Seahawks their BS schedules, and the Seahawks run down through that regular season like they always do. Ooh, look at the Seahawks. They ain't playing nobody. And then, of course, they get to the playoffs and they get exposed. I said, you know what? Oh, man. Now we got a BS
Niners
schedule.
season wasn't so easy. Niners had the hardest. They was the strongest. That was a strong 13-3. You feel me? We had to claw and for all them 13-3 games. Now we whooping everybody ass. Whooping everybody ass.
And that gauntlet.
Nobody want no smoke. Nobody want no smoke.
Oh.
Bro, nobody want no smoke, no steam, no mist, no breath, nothing. They don't want nothing. It's over.
I can't wait. It's going to be fun stuff.
The Empire Strikes Gold, y'all. The quest for 6 is going down. It's about to be a quest for 7. So Super Bowl 56, we're going to talk about 7 something. But quest for 6 is about to be over.
Dynasty, baby.
It's over. We're putting it to rest.
Tell you, Norm, I'm going to go. I look forward to seeing and hearing from you tomorrow. If you got time, please.
I'm essential now, so I try to make as much time as possible.
All right.
But at the end of the day, it's bang bang Niners gang.
Yeah. Am I back? Oh, I'm back. Oh, hey. Shaleo. Shaleo.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Shaleo, they put it into print. The 49ers will be playing this year, but they'll be tested only 2 or 3 occasions at the most. the rest of the time, teams are grossly overmatched. This could be a season that goes down in 49er folklore as a historical 17 games, as the 49ers cruise back to the Super Bowl for a revenge tour ending climactically with the 49ers putting up that 6th Lombardi, of which they dedicate to Joe Staley. Yes! Shalil, other than that madness, how do you think about this schedule?
Just wanted to ask, I heard Andy Dalton, the Red Rifles, now the starter in Dallas.
Oh, no. Who's it going to be?
How about them Cowgirls? How about them Lambs? How about them Seacocks? And last but not least, how about them Oakland, Las Vegas, Raider Jones? Trash-ass Raiders. We got to play them in the preseason.
Oh, I know, right?
Whoop their ass again.
Listen, Shalil, if they start, if the stands,
with our backups.
they better be cool in the stands because Oakland will still be crossing the bridge if they're allowing people in and starting stuff out in the parking lot. They can't even act right. I mean, you guys come over to barbecue and you out there starting stuff, talking smack and running. Oh, come on, man. We ain't no punks in San Francisco, man. You can't do that and get away with it. We're supposed to stand there, stand down.
They got their bags packed, just like the Lambs. They're going to be quiet for a long time. They're not going to say a word. They're done. They got some fans here and there, but they're done.
Yeah.
McAss, you're going to see McAss on the bench when we play them. He's got a 5 Coors Light. He got a 24-pack. Just drinking himself to death.
Because,
my team sucks.
Trent Williams. What? Yeah, John, they just picked up Trent Williams. Okay, well, I'm gonna go have a couple of beers. You want to join me? Ooh, steamroll to the left, steamroll to the right. Is Weston Richmond playing? Yep, steamroll up the middle. Oh, here we go. God, this game, man, it is a health is all we got. That's the only thing we got fear of, Shalio. Can everybody stay on the field? If that be the case, other teams got a real problem.
Everybody needs to be healthy.
Yeah.
But week 1, Ronbo, we got this runner of a QB, but I'm not too worried because we got the Cardinal killer in our team, Jimmy Garoppolo. He's been doing all his life in New England. He's been killing Cardinals, and over here in San Francisco, he's been killing Cardinals. So
he does that. It's true.
And
he beat him in New England. That's right.
And Cardinals did not fix that O-line. They picked up. We have to see. They don't have a good O-line, so Kyler Murray's going to have the same problems like last year.
Yeah, why did they do that? Kyler, how many times did he get sacked? It was some huge number.
They picked up the best available player in Isaiah Simmons. So they're trying to fix the defense, which they shouldn't have. They should have fixed their O-line, but they're done.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man.
I mean,
you got to fix your O-line for your QB. Even the Seacocks did that.
Did they pick up any offensive linemen?
They were back in Legion of Boom.
Did the Hawks pick up any offensive linemen worth of crap?
I don't think so.
So Russ is still in trouble.
Yeah, Russ is going to run around. That's our only problem. I think
all is Russ.
The running quarterbacks is our only problem. If we could get to them, it's fine.
You know what? How old isn't Russ? 33 by now?
He's 31.
He's only 31. Really?
Yeah.
I thought he's at least as old as Cap. I think Cap's more than 31. Anyway, the thing is, Shalil, he's got to be older than 31. I'm pretty sure
he's 31.
Really? Anyway.
Yeah.
He's his time for getting away because you can only take so many hits. How many seasons has he been playing since 2013? 12.
Yeah.
No, he started 2011, 12. Yeah. So that's 8 years
2011
of setting a record. Getting body slammed year after year, setting records, 40-something plus each and every year averaging. Yeah, that's going to take its toll. He is tough. I give him that. But, I think this year he's going to have to lose a step. He'll get caught now.
I mean, they're in the same situation as the Lambs. They paid their quarterback too much money. You can't build around them.
Yeah. And the quarterback's too stupid to know.
I
should leave a little on the table.
I could already see it. The chew gummer is going to ask Russell Wilson, "Hey, we need to take a pay cut here." Oh,
he'll never
my
do
money.
it.
Sierra told me, you know.
Yeah. I can't come home all beat up. I need some help out here, Coach. You know what, though? They're going to depend on Russ to be able to scamper out of trouble, all the trouble. That's going to wear out. Saleh and company are going to have a plan for this kind of thing this year. I got a feeling, Shalil, because that was the Achilles heel of the 49ers last year, because if you're a stationary quarterback, you are dead. 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 But if you can move, you might have a chance, and they did. So, you know.
Thomas got to improve. Dante Pettis, stop coloring your hair at Color Be Mine and start catching balls. And making cookies. Stop making cookies.
Janelle, we're going to go. Dante knows he's in trouble. Competition's going to kill him out there. I'm going to see you tomorrow, okay?
Thank you for the platform, Ronbo. Shout out to the Night Empire. You have a good night. Wash your hands and hit those likes.
Sit. Thanks, Leo. Have a good night. Hey, Alice.
What's up, Ronbo?
Ellis, man, I'm just sitting here enjoying the schedule. I kind of, as I said, I knew the schedule, no matter who they put on it, was going to be no big deal. But this schedule's a little easier than I thought it would be, because the division is not a big deal for the 49ers anymore. And they threw us teams that really are okay, but you don't see anybody in there that you're going to really have to lose any sleep over the night before. But Alice, what are you thinking?
Personally, man, I love the schedule. It's like a cakewalk, man. I smell Tampa. Like I said, man, I can smell it already. You know what I mean? I really don't see much of a problem outside of I think the Bills, may play good, and we may have a good game with the Saints. We'll definitely have our usual division,
games. I know, yeah, because division games, no matter what, are always a contest somehow. Yeah, it's true though.
Yeah, except the Rams. Obviously those are going to be a cakewalk.
Because them boys.
I think we'll still at best maybe one loss out of even our division. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't feel like the Seahawks are gonna have enough for us. But they look like they're trying to make up for it. They had a little more money than us this year, so they were able to do a little bit of different things. But unfortunately, we had already a better built, team and, as a whole and whatnot. And so we're, if it was to come down to it, we got cheated. We probably lose one. They tried to get us twice last year. I said it a couple of times. They tried to get us twice last year,
Cardinals,
and we ended up pulling that second game off. They did try to get us twice. You know what I mean?
Almost did. We had a miracle play to Wilson Jr. and we was getting ready to lose that game. How many seconds was left on the clock? Like 30?
Oh man. Yeah. And we almost gave it away to the Cardinals. The first game more so than the second game, but yeah, absolutely. So we can't afford to have that, but I know it's going to be a grudge match. I think we'll be first. It'll be the Cardinals will be second. But I don't see anybody, Ronbo, that's really going to give us no trouble. It's really the perfect, kind of schedule that we can, feel with confidence. I know the guys are going to be just determined to get to Tampa Bay. So I think as long as they keep the mindset of the one game at a time, it's got to be
Belichick.
that mindset every game. Like, go ahead.
No, Belichick. Because when you look at Belichick and you give him too much time to prepare, he's liable to come up with a master plan. But the Bills, see, Josh Allen cannot beat the 49ers defense. He just doesn't have the tools. He hasn't been in the league long enough. Sherman Company going to eat him alive. But Belichick, I don't care who his quarterback is, that's not how Belichick's going to get you, So, yeah.
Yeah, I can't forget about New England. I'm actually glad we get to play them and go up against Belichick. It's always a good.
That's a good test.
It's always good to get that experience in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To go up, pick his brain and see our coaches up against, his staff. But I see us going no less than, 13-3, if not. I don't want to say we're going perfect because I hate to say that and then be disappointed. I would say no more than 2 losses at max 3. But I feel like this is really easy for us. I know the Dolphins are rebuilding. They looking, they did really well in the draft. They're not going to do nothing with us, but I'm sure they'll have a better season they did last year. So we'll leave that be where it may. But the Saints,
question.
I'm concerned.
Where did Frank go, son? Frank.
Frank went to the Jets.
Oh,
we'll be playing against Frank and the Jets.
I hate playing it. Ellis, I don't even like our guys tackling him, I'm sitting there watching the times we played him 2-3 times. I'll be careful. Oh, man. It's Frank, guys. It's
I know.
Oh, man.
I know. I wish Joe was still playing. I know that would be good to see each other still and be on the field, playing. And, one time, he's family still. So you never know. He might just do. I didn't see the contract, but I did hear it was a toss-up between us and the Jets, and because we're already overloaded in the running back, position, that wasn't going to happen. But you never know. Next year, that might be the year. He might just sign a 1 year, tenure
right.
with the
and he wants to
Jets,
retire
that's what
anyway,
he did.
so he just want to be on the roster
and come back home.
Yeah, could be.
And we'll bring him back home. Yeah. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens, though. I'm excited. I think we're going to do stellar nonetheless, and I'm not really concerned about anything. I just want us to take out the aggression from from that game against KC and just run these teams over. You know what I mean? As we should.
So and the Cardinals are first. That's what's nice. Get them out the way. Because if there's any team that's going to give us trouble,
that's a perfect
in the
intro.
West. Exactly.
I'm excited about that intro. Yes, sir.
See you tomorrow, fam.
As always, family. Good to hear from you, Ronbo. Shout out to the whole entire Niner faithful. It's all good, y'all. We got this in the bag. You know what I mean? Let's get ready for it. Everybody stay safe. Download that Ronbo Sports app, man. We need those subs up and we need those likes, man. I need y'all. Go ahead from the chat real quick. It'll take you a millisecond. Nice. Gentlemen, let's do the damn thing, and ladies. And shout out to you, family, as always.
Thanks, Ellis. You my man.
Respect.
50 grand. All right, Ellis. See you tomorrow.
Off top, family.
Hey. There he is, Alex. Hey, King Hendricks.
Yo, what's up? How you feeling?
Okay, man, I'm feeling like, this schedule, like whatever you was feeling like, if you was in a bad mood, anything like that. You look at the schedule, man, just all of a sudden you're just feeling good.
Oh, yeah, most definitely, man. Definitely, man. Especially since they gave us a bye on week 11.
Oh,
are you
perfect.
serious?
Perfect. Gosh. Yes. So,
Ronbo, if you think we went to the Super Bowl without a bye week, when we had injured players at the end of the season, what do you think we're going to do when we newly refreshed?
And Jimmy G and company knows what they're doing more than they did last year. Maturity all around.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Kay, I know exactly what they're going to do with that week 10, after week 10. Kick back, regroup, heal up if need be, and get back to work refreshed with a whole just a handful of games left. Love it.
Ronbo, honestly, my prediction, I'm going to go ahead and go with 13-1-3. 13-1-3.
13-1-3?
Yep, because we got that. We played 17 games.
Oh, yeah. 13. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. Wait, you meant one as far as a tie?
Yeah.
Hey, who you got in mind for a tie game?
Man, they're going to go crazy on me in the comments, man. But Buffalo match up with us very well, man.
But
Buffalo match up with us very well.
But can Josh Allen beat the 49ers defense? That's what I'm thinking. Can he really beat the 49ers defense?
Nah, not that. Nah.
I looked at what they got, and I mentioned this. But can he beat the 49ers? I mean, you're right. Player for player, they do look good. But then I thought about, can he beat the 49ers defense? Not now. He may be in a couple of years.
Josh Allen knows scrub. He don't suck, but he's an average quarterback. Like, he's not at the level of elite yet.
No.
But I think they match up with us very well, Ronbo.
They do. They got good players. But as I said, I'm not worried about the 49ers per se, other than the fact that, as I say to myself, yeah, but can Josh beat that defense? I don't think so. So I give the edge to the 49ers. It may be a close game, though, but their defense is going to be tough. So it comes to, can Jimmy beat their defense? I think so. And why?
Oh, most
Because of
definitely.
Kyle.
Most definitely. Most definitely. And I don't think he's gonna have that ACL brace on this year either. I think that Super Bowl loss is really going to make him evil this year. By evil, I mean, throwing like 2 touchdowns a game. He's just having better IQ of the game, and I don't think he's going to end up overthrowing anybody this year. I think he's going to be like on top of his stuff. I'm really all eyes on Jimmy this year. That's why I got my eyes on this year. I believe in him, man. I strongly believe in Jimmy.
And you should. He's going to have a couple safety nets this year, too. He's got McKinnon. He's got Taylor. And I don't know what Ayuk's going to look like, but him and Debo together is going to be ruthless. This is why I don't see. Oh,
that's going to be a problem.
Yeah, I don't see anybody can actually stop that offense. And that's why I say when Josh Allen's good, he can throw. But when I saw him in the playoffs last year, he's got a lot of growing to do. The 49ers will fry him if he plays anything like that next year, the defense. The defense will just feast on him.
Of course.
So.
Of course. And I'm telling you right now, Ronbo, I ain't wasting my time arguing with no Seahawks fans this year.
Oh, man.
No, sir. Because last year, what really got on my nerves, Ronbo, they kept using that injury excuse. Well, excuse me, we was the 4th most injured team last year. But y'all got a little few injured players. Y'all want everybody to have sympathy. Ain't doing it. Ain't doing it. Ain't doing it.
And there's some of the Hawks fans, they ain't got no argument, but they just be talking to be antagonized. They know they ain't got no game. They ain't got no case.
Oh, they
just keep bringing at you like, y'all ain't won no Super Bowl in the 21st century. Oh, man, that's so weak. That's all you got to offer.
They run around the field looking like some Sharpie highlighters with a loud stadium and no talent.
They got some talented players. I like that wide receiver they got, little guy, the one that does all
Metcalf?
the damage for Russ. What?
Metcalf?
Is that his last name? Yeah.
DK Metcalf, the real
Metcalf is my dude from year 4. I'm talking about the guy that's been there for a little while now. Anyway. Tyler Lockett. But you know what's funny about Tyler Lockett? K1 enjoys playing Tyler Lockett, apparently. I forgot Tyler Lockett was in the game both weeks. Until I find, hey.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, where's...
I haven't heard Tyler
K wanted to lock Tyler up. I didn't even know he was in the game. So,
Yeah, Ronbo, we're going to be a problem this year, honestly. And I don't know if you saw earlier, Rich Sherman got on Ryan Clark butt early on Twitter. He had us going 10-6, and Rich Sherman was like, all right.
Sherman kills me. That's all he's got to say.
Oh, yeah, because Sherman ain't going to sugarcoat nothing. That's why I like him.
Man. Kerry, I'll be back tomorrow looking for you. All right?
All right, Ronbo. Y'all be safe.
You too, fam. Be real careful out there now. All right?
Careful.
Good night. Yeah, and a few people think that I'm more worried about Buffalo than I am. I mean, not Buffalo. I'm more worried about New England than I am Buffalo because of Belichick. The Bills are going to be good, and they're probably going to win that division, probably. But I don't see Allen being able to beat the 49ers defense. Hey, IB!
Ronbo. What's going on, bro?
The party's going on, man. Bring the chips. If you brought some guacamole, dip, we're ready to roll. Because see, it's a party after you see that schedule. You say, what? Let's do this. What do you see in that schedule?
Man, Ronbo, man, I can't do it, man. I can't do it.
Can't go 16-0. No, don't do that.
Nah, man, I can't do it, bro, because I just don't get where all these expectations is coming from, man. I mean, I love the Niners. I love the faithful. I understand it. I see we representing hard tonight, bro. I hear it.
And over the top, even. I know.
I hear they compassion. I hear it all, bro. It's hilarious to me though because, bro, anybody can get beat in the NFL, man. That's what we've been saying the last 3 years.
3 years.
When we was what 6-10, we was saying anybody can get beat. when we came back the following year, we was 4-12. We said, listen, anybody can get beat. We was losing the teams by a point. Bro, it don't matter if you go to the Super Bowl or not. You know what I'm saying? When you set those expectations, you got to live up to them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying we're not getting back.
But you know what I mean?
I'm not saying we...
And no, you're right to say that, and everything you're saying is rational. I'm just going to say, Lamar Jackson put it best today in his interview. He says, you come out there and be a good team and all, but if you don't prepare properly, you can lose to any team. Everybody out here getting paid. And he's right.
He's a perfect example.
Exactly.
He's a perfect
he
example.
is the
Look
perfect
at the
example,
Ravens
come
last
to think of it.
The Ravens bullied the whole league last year and got to the playoffs and got beat.
And got bullied.
You know what I'm saying? It can happen. And not to mention, they add a whole nother playoff team. They add another team this year to the playoffs. So all of these teams that we laughing at, one of them weak-ass teams is going to be in the playoffs anyway. You know what I'm saying?
The Bills.
So we got to be...
They're not weak, though.
Well, no, the Bills got to live up to expectations, too.
Yeah,
but this is my thing. I agree we're getting back to the Super Bowl. I agree we getting back to our legacy. But the thing is, when we say, okay, last year we went 13-3, so to say we're going to be better than that, that means we can't lose more than 3 games, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's
and
pressure.
we gonna be mad? We can't be mad. We greatness like Ayuk said, greatness is not just something that is accomplished. Greatness is something, or excuse me, Maiden said it.
Maiden, yeah.
It's something that you achieve, and it's something that comes easy, but it's something that you accomplish. It's not something that's given to you. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And I mean, I totally agree, man. I totally agree, but this is my thing about the schedule. The Cardinals, the first game, we're gonna have to stand up and prove to ourselves right then and there, because they here, and no, I don't think they better than us, but they
motivated.
They exploited some of the things that can take advantage of the other teams, because they was a team that wasn't up to the standards last year, but they played us very well. We almost lost to them twice. And then we still got the Seahawks.
It's a matchup thing.
Still got the Seahawks. And honestly, before we get to Week 7, because I seen another, I hear cats talking about 7-0. I'm hoping so, but do not sleep on the Eagles, bro, because Carson Wentz is a good quarterback, and the Eagles know how to play football. They know how to play football. They added way too many weapons for us to sleep on them. So it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. I don't really want to put a expectation, because I never saw 13-3, but I do believe we'll be.
I didn't either, actually. I thought it was 10-6 last year.
I believe we'll be 13-3. I'm comfortable saying that. But man, listen. What about all the problems we had when we traded Buckner? All these, everybody's so confident now because
mystery.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the mystery.
Man,
Can Javon?
Yes, we got realistic holes. We got realistic holes on offense, because we really don't know who our running back is. We really don't know which receivers are going to play a part.
I got. Wait. We do know who the running back is. There's no doubt about Mostert being the lead man.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I take that back. Take that back. Yeah, I definitely take that back. But we still got a couple holes that we have to. I mean, I'm expecting them to be a little bit better this year, but I just don't see this schedule as easy as everybody says it is. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully.
Yeah, because the Eagles did a lot of things, but is it gonna work? The 49ers have established themselves, and if you bring back certain pieces, it looks like, wow, now the 49ers really are. Because they was patched up last year. No Taylor, and Taylor was very important to that offense. No Hurd.
Right.
We had 2 receivers who was getting worked on. Dante took a hiatus. You look at all those things coming together, and whoa, what happens now? So that's why its expectations are so high.
I even think the Cowboys got potential to do something this year, though. I really do. I really do, because offensively they got the pieces, and then and maybe not as a whole season, but when they play us, when they play us, and Alden Smith got something to prove, man.
Oh, I know. I
Trust me,
forgot about him.
That's another trap game. I know you got to get out of here.
We got to go. I got to tell you, though, as long as Jerry Jones is running that organization and does not turn it over to somebody who's in charge, they will always have a problem. They never end.
You already know.
He hurts the morality.
All right, man. You have a good one.
You too, IB. Have a good night, fam.
All right. You too.
I'm serious about that, though. If Jerry Jones ever turns it over to a real GM, look out for the Cowboys then. But between now and then, and Jerry Jones and his ego keep running around there doing and picking and bothering people, it's going to always be a problem. Hey, Mel.
You know what time it is when you hear that bang, bang.
Yes, Mel. Oh, Mel. Okay, because IB just came in. Now, he put a contrast to some of this partying. As Trey would say, it got real warm and cuddly in here tonight. And, and IB came in and put some. Y'all got to stop underestimating the talent around the NFL, man. And that's why I thought about what Lamar Jackson said today, too. You know, everybody out here getting paid. If you don't come in prepared to play, you can get your butt whooped any weekend of the Sundays of the year. And it's true.
Okay.
But, 49ers are well prepared normally, so I'm not expecting anything like that. But what are you thinking?
Right. So, who was the last caller?
That was IB, Indian boy. Yeah.
All right, Indian boy, my man. So I agree with a lot that he said. But I'm in the middle, man. I'm in between him and the individuals he was talking about. Because, yes, all of these brothers get paid, and they get paid well. All of them are NFL, level, NFL caliber talents. Mm-hmm. Yes. However, I still think, man, I don't think we're just going to walk through everybody, but I think we're going to run through everybody. The only team that is going to beat the 49ers this season is the 49ers. The same exact way as last year, because we are better than we were last year. Nobody beat us. Nobody. We beat us. There was no situation where we walked away just feeling, seeing, thinking, or saying, man, yeah, those guys, they were just better. They were better than us. We ran through everything, and think about it. Last year was the year where our young team, with a young head coach, we were learning how to win. The 49ers haven't won in a very, very long time. Winning is not something that just happens. That's why you see teams that are just awful, they stay awful for a long time. They don't just get better like that, because it's very difficult. Winning is a culture. It's not just you go out there on Sunday and give it the old college try and you do your best and let the chips fall. No, it is a culture. It's very, very difficult to turn a losing team into a winning team because of the mentality. Not even just the mentality of the players, but the mentality of the coaches, even the mentality of the fans, the fan base. So for us to be able to, like, think about it. Last year, it was a surprise to a lot of people. There were some people who called 13-3 and things like that, but it was more so you were trying to speak it into existence. There was no way we could go into last season knowing and being 100% sure, or even close to 100% sure, that we were going to do as well as we did. I believed it, and a lot of people believed it, but that was strictly faith-based. Now, we're not talking about faith at this juncture. We're not talking about faith, because we've seen it. We know what these guys can do. And it would be different if we either, if we got worse from last year or if we stayed the same. We improved. Now, granted, there are going to be some NFL teams that also improve, but we improved, man. So when we go into this season, especially considering the fact that we lost the Super Bowl, I don't believe for a second that we're going into this game looking at it like, oh, well, we're the defending NFC Championship 49ers, so things are just going to let the chips fall where they may. We're going out there and we're trying to kill something. And we have the ability to do it. We have the coaching staff to do it. So, look, man, like I said, next year, I don't know what our record is going to be. It could be anywhere from 11-5 to 16-0. But however many games we lose next year, the only team that is going to beat us and that can beat us is the 49ers. Nobody else can mess with us, man. I can't wait to play them Cowgirls, too.
I know.
Jerry Jones is dead. Jerry Jones is dead, bro. I don't see him making it past this season.
He's killing that team.
I don't see him making it. Look, bro, I don't even know how old he is, but he looked old. He looked like Mr. Burns from The Simpsons.
And
we're going to give
he's
him
a
a
cancer
coronary.
in his own organization, man. You going around there making people strangely angry. I mean, firing people.
No doubt.
Is uncomfortable.
No doubt.
So,
but I'm excited because I'm going to be able to go to a lot of the games. Like I said, the tradition started last year. I'm going to be at every home opener.
All right.
So I'm
that's
hoping
right.
and praying.
Home opener time for yes.
Yep.
All right.
I'm hoping and praying that this Corona stuff is over because I don't want to have to. Because I'm going to buy my ticket early so I don't have to pay, astronomical prices. So I don't want to spend money on a flight and all of that. And then they're talking about, no fans are allowed to be there. But I'm definitely going to the Giants and Jets games. I'm over here in Jersey, so those games are in Jersey. We play in D.C. if I'm not mistaken again for the third year in a row. I'll be there, and I'm thinking about even going up to Boston or to Foxborough rather.
Oh yeah, hey, I forgot.
Any game
That's all these. Yeah, that's right. You're right. Earshot. Yeah, that's right.
Yep. From here to Foxborough is like an hour and a half flight.
Yes, indeed.
Nothing. I'm not driving.
That's too much stress. By the time you get there, you're too tired to watch the game, man. I hate driving those long drives. Oh, man.
But yeah, I'm excited, man. And what I love the most about this team and why I'm not bothered or worried is we have killers. And I don't take that lightly. The mentality of this team last year, even our losses and our wins weren't all that different. We had a few blowouts, but for the most part, they were close games. We played in close games, and we found a way to win.
And
this
they
season,
learned a lot in that regular.
Right.
Mel, we got to pull up.
Right.
I'm going to look for you tomorrow, Mel. All right?
Yes, sir.
All right, fam.
No doubt. Gang.
Not a gang. Night, Mel. It's 7:07. Come on in.
What's up, Ronbo?
7:07. What is your name?
Casey.
Casey? Is this KC?
Yes,
Casey? we have another KC. Okay, you're another Casey. Hey, pleased to meet you, fam. Hey, Casey, man, it's like all of a sudden we're starting to ease up on the party. Because most of us believe the 49ers, there's nobody out there to beat the 49ers. But like Mel said, except for the 49ers. If the 49ers come in well prepared, they're really too much. Offensively, they don't miss on their P's and Q's. And now George Kittle is surrounded by, fiendish fiends. And if they all show up, unlike last year, and the defense, Casey, that defense could be worse than that. They could be better than last year. I just need to see what Javon Kinlaw's worth. And from there, if it looks like him and Nick and Eric got it from there, D Ford shows up healthy. What is the team going to do, right? So what do you looking at the schedule, what do you think?
Honestly, like on paper, like looking at team for team, they could go 16-0. They could if they want to. But the thing is, you said the Niners beat the Niners, and there's always like some like BS play that can ruin the game, and also the refs.
And a strange kind of PI.
Yeah. And like the schedule, looking at it, I think we're always gonna lose at least like one game to the Seahawks somehow.
Yeah.
Somehow we're gonna
like
lose.
last year. That was exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Somehow. There's the kick. That's up. Oh, misses wide. The ball's going down to the tunnel. Oh no. That was game. That was game. You're right. Those things happen all the time with the Hawks. If it's not that, it's something else. But it has nothing to do with the Seahawks other than their luck. So true, Casey. Hey, sick of them. But go ahead. Casey? Oh, no. See, this is what I'm talking about. And people think it's us. We don't hang people up. The system does. Oh, Casey, I'm sorry. All right. Hey, Jamie.
Hey, Ron.
Jamie.
Hey.
Hey, Jamie. As you know, we're going down through the schedule today. as it's finally came out, adding to everybody's excitement now. We just need for COVID-19 to get out of here, and we can get back to doing things in somewhat normal fashion. But hey, Jamie, what do you think, man, after looking at that schedule? What is your evaluation?
I'm with one of those other callers that said that the Eagles we're not going to smash them out. They're going to score.
Oh, yeah.
Remember I told you about that little fast guy that went undrafted, Adrian Killens? They picked him up, and he was the 4-2 guy.
Yeah, they got nothing but speed. I mean, they brought Marquise over there. What's his name? The old veteran speedster?
I don't know. I thought they got Hightower, another receiver, and they got Rager. So yeah, they stacked up. He's got help this year, so we're gonna have to try to beat those guys. But I think we will.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to
who's
seeing.
the running back for the Eagles?
They had those two small guys.
You just
they were
mentioned one of them, right?
off the practice squad.
Yeah. Okay.
That's Adrian Killens. He's undrafted this year. Mm-hmm. But they had another guy they brought up off the practice squad last year that was pretty decent.
All right.
I mean, they had two of them, so I think they got rid of Howard because they had Howard, remember?
Oh, that's right,
Yeah, I think they got rid of him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm looking forward to seeing?
What?
I'm looking forward to seeing Jennings in Seattle on 3rd and 7, catching it on 4 yards out and running with a guy hanging on his back, smashing through 3 other guys and getting the first down.
You know, this is the thing.
I can't wait.
If not that, can you see Brandon Ayuk as they go to grab his acceleration is inhuman. He can go from 0 to 60 like in a split second. He's in full stride with just a minimum amount of, I've seen guys like that before. You know how hard it is to grab that kind of dude? I can't wait to see what he looks like in the NFL. And
he has an instant burst. That's what he does. He lulls them. He makes them think he's going a certain speed, and then bang, he's top speed, and they're having a hard time getting him.
It's over.
I watched him in college. It's over. Once he hits that burst, he separates and it's gone.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna have to try hard to catch up with him.
And Debo's still gonna be Debo, an improved version from last year. So I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah. You know who I'm rooting for is that Finky kid.
Everybody likes
he would
him.
Have to take James' spot.
Yeah. Well, he's like Trent Taylor, but I think he's a little stronger than Trent. I know he's a little faster. So, this is
a little faster.
Yeah. You can bring guys up off the practice squad every week.
Yeah. Yeah, he's younger, too. I mean, we can keep him around a little bit longer, too.
Trent's only Trent can't be more than 24, though. How old is Trent? Trent's about 24. I think he's probably 21 or 22 or something like that, though. Yeah.
So, oh, wow. I didn't know he was that young. We
just got Trent in 27. Oh, no, we got Trent in 2017. He might be 25.
Yeah, it might be 25, 26, something like that.
I doubt he's 26.
Yeah,
25.
Jerry Jones is terrible for Dallas.
Oh.
Did you see what he did? Immediately gave that guy the number that he wanted to give him.
Wait. He immediately gave who?
Lamb.
Oh, yeah. I was laughing about what number did he give Lamb?
88.
Okay. What is the controversy behind that?
Because Irvin had 88.
Irvin!
And had 88.
I was trying to figure out. Okay, this number must belong to somebody famous. Irvin was 88. Bryant was 88.
He said that his college buddy that was named Lamb something, he had like no stats at all, but it was a guy that didn't even make the pros. But he was comparing him to that guy, and he wore 88 too. So immediately he makes the kid feel uncomfortable.
And he doesn't. Why did he give that number to Amari Cooper? You see, Jerry's not interested in bringing harmony to that team. He's just every year you got an argument going on about people getting paid. I mean, it's just comedy. So.
He's like the guy. He's like the guy that there's a button in front of him, and he can't help but push the button
all the time.
He doesn't know what it does. He just has to push the button.
All those shouting matches you heard about in the Cowboys locker room after the game. The reporters were standing outside. You could hear the yelling in the locker room. The Cowboys. And Dak is hanging out. I'm not coming to practice till I get paid, Jerry. Well, fine. I just hired another quarterback. You stay out as long as you like.
And Zeke got paid, and he hasn't played since.
So that's why I say the schedule. How many games did you say we got winning this year?
I think we're going to go the same. They added a game this year, right?
Yeah, I think.
So
no,
we'll probably drop 3.
You know what?
But
No,
they
I
didn't.
think. Yeah, the schedule they didn't add. Actually, looking back at it, I thought they would. Maybe they don't incorporate that part of it until next year. Some of it's been implemented.
That's what I was thinking. They didn't finalize that.
Yeah. So
but yeah, I think we'll end up dropping 3. Like maybe the Saints will get us or
this
something. Somebody will grab us, but it ain't going to be nothing big.
And you lose a game every year to one team you shouldn't lose to. So yeah, and there's that. So anyway,
I'm not worried about the Bills. Maybe the Eagles. They might surprise us, but
it could be. We'll
anyway.
See. All right, Jamie. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
All right, fam. Night.
All right. Talk to you then.
Yep. Hey, Nick.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
Nick, man, just enjoying the fact that, the 49ers, if they do what they did last year, just go into the game well prepared, execute well, keep the mistakes to a minimum, there's really no reason to believe that any team's really going to give them any harder time than they did last year. The only time the 49ers almost got blown out, but Jimmy to the rescue, against the Saints. And if Cook stays in the game, I'm still not sure what would have happened. But we ride with any team we play. So I'm thinking that ain't going to change. But, Nick, what are you thinking?
Oh, yeah, no. Oh, my, nah. A couple callers back, someone said the only team that's going to beat us is ourselves. And that needs to be said over and over again because, we're for a long time, going to every season, you look at the schedule and you're like, oh, they're a tough team. Yeah. Oh, that's the team you got to watch out for. Yeah. We're that team now.
Yeah, I know, right?
We're the team on everyone's schedule. Yeah, we're that team on everyone's schedule. But looking at the first thing I was looking at the schedule, the first couple weeks in any season is always like the hardest couple weeks. So week 1 against the Cardinals, that's a division. That's always Kyler's gonna run around, so that'll give us some trouble. But back to back, play the Jets. They're kind of dysfunctional. Giants, new coaching staff, so there might be.
Who's the quarterback again?
Eagles, that's Daniel Jones.
Yeah, Daniel Jones.
Giants.
Yeah, let's see what he looks like. There was a rumor that Giants were going to actually draft a quarterback, and I said, "What? Is that true? Why?"
He played good last year. Yeah, he played good last year.
Yeah.
The teams I'm looking at our schedule, Eagles, they're a well-run team. They're not someone to take lightly.
Solid quarterback.
You don't know. I have a feeling Dolphins. I want to say they might be hyped up to be like the Browns from a year ago. Like coming in to be that team.
And they're trying to put that together too, Nick. It's not like they're going to just instantly morph because they need another year, at least like we did.
Oh no,
we had players. Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, let's see what they look like though. Could be interesting.
Patriots, man, you got to owe them respect. You got respect is due.
He's a scary guy.
And you're going. Wait, is it at Foxborough too? Yeah, exactly.
Nick, one question though before you go to the next team: is Tua gonna play this year? That's the thing I wonder about. Is Tua gonna play for the Dolphins? Are they I have no idea.
I haven't really thought about that. I mean, the quarterback ahead of him is Ryan Fitzpatrick, right? Still, I'm pretty sure. Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, it is.
That's the thing, man. I wouldn't want to throw Tua right in the fire right from the get-go. I would want him to sit. And, I mean, Fitzpatrick isn't the best person to learn from, but if I'm running a football team, I would not want to throw him right out there. Because most of the O-line is fairly young. And I don't know. I just would not throw Tua out there.
Yeah, I just want to get your opinion on that. All right, continue with where you're going. All right.
Rams, man, they're a team that the media is gonna want. to be good, but they're just not the same. They're not the same. Yeah, they have good players. They have Ramsey, Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
See, I was going to
That's
say
about
it.
it.
They don't have good players. They got rid of everybody. They're down to a skeleton crew. I can't wait to see what they look like. Go ahead.
The only player is Aaron Donald and Ramsey. That's about it. That's
Offensive
about
line
it.
is
Their
deplenished.
offense is scarce. They lost Cooks. They only have Cooper Kupp. I don't know who they got at running back. I don't trust Goff. You've seen Goff without Gurley, and
I know he is
it's not a quarterback. Yeah,
right. I think they picked running back in the draft, if I'm not mistaken. I think.
Yeah, but
and who is he?
I mean,
and right.
Exactly.
I mean, God. But anyway, who
I mean,
else?
you never know, but still, yeah.
Yeah, I know with running backs, you never know.
Patriots, man, that's a.
Yeah, I know.
I like the fact that we're playing the Patriots. It's something that it's gonna get us. It's back to back Patriots, Seahawks, Packers, Saints. We had that last year. We played Seahawks, Ravens, Packers, Saints. I think something like that. Like back to back. That's our. That's our hard week.
A little bit like
right
same.
after that,
I don't know why they did that again.
we have a gauntlet, then a bye. We have a gauntlet, then a bye.
Yeah, and Nick, do you also do you think that the Packers defense, did they improve their defense? There's just things I don't see around the league that needed to be improved. If you're going to beat the 49ers, there's certain things you need. You need an offensive line first and foremost, or it's going to be a long day. There's only a couple of quarterbacks that can get away. Everybody else is dead meat. You're not going to get away from that front line rush. So what are you going to do with your offense? You're going to struggle. And that's why our defensive secondary was the best in the league. The front line D. So.
Yeah, no, that's the thing, man. I remember calling my friends as soon as the Cardinals drafted Isaiah Simmons. They were all, hella mad because Isaiah Simmons is still a freak, but Kyler Murray doesn't have an O-line, and they did not address it at all. So he's still going to be running around. See? And Russell Wilson, his O-line is still nowhere near where he deserves. And
true.
With our D-line
they're going to get him.
Yeah, they're going to beat him up.
So, yeah, that's why I say I look around the league. Unless you do something about your offensive line, that 49er front rush is going to kill you. What are you going to do? Carson Wentz, he's a good quarterback. He's going down. We'll see how things look, though. I want to see how good our defensive line really is first, though. But anyway. All right, Nick, good stuff. I'll be back tomorrow, okay?
Yeah, for sure.
Looking for you.
All right, thank you, Ronbo. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you, fam. Hey. And Jamal.
Hey, Ronbo, how you doing, man?
Jamal, you know what I'm saying? I just saw the schedule. And Jamal, unlike years gone by, every year we used to say, oh, man, we got to deal with the Chargers. We got this. We got the Steelers. Oh, man, this year we got to play Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. We be crying our butt off. Now it's like, who is that we're playing? Get out of here with that. But, Jamal, what are you thinking?
Right. I'm thinking, man, we got a chip on our shoulder. We just need some dip, so we go ahead and dip it,
The only thing I'd be worried about, if we have the Chiefs on our schedule this year, that would be the game my heart would start beating fast. But everybody else, I don't see them being better than the 49ers. But they could be tough. You never know what's going to happen. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you never know. It's a new year, so we'll see what happens. But I just think the boys are poised. They got all this that the mindset is unfinished business. So, but so when the season come around again, the training camp, we don't know. It's gonna be competitive. I don't know what, man. There's gonna be some players that.
There's gonna be a battle.
There's some players that he got cut. I said, oh my God, yeah, man, homeboy took his spot. Then we got folks that we got jobs, they got families. So it's I'm looking forward to next season. So yeah.
In fact, if you had to pick the wide receivers right now, Jamel, you'd have to think a while, man. You know it. I may not be right about Travis Benjamin. I don't see him making this team. I could be wrong.
Right.
Kyle likes him. He's a vet. He's fast. He knows what Kyle likes. He talked about it the other day in his press conference, and I says, I'm going to have to have more respect for Travis Benjamin. He may make this team. I don't know.
Who is he with?
He was with the Chargers.
Who was he with previously?
Chargers.
Oh, yeah, I remember him, yeah.
He played with Kyle a few years ago. And, and I know Trent Taylor, if he's feeling good, he's going to be hard to beat out, period. Everybody thinks because they ain't seen him, he ain't go. Trent wins if he's out there. Jalen Hurd, if Jennings comes out there and does a good job, which I don't know what he's going to look like versus Hurd, that's going to be interesting.
Like I said, man, it's going to be so competitive. The training camp come. Man, it's gonna be man. Then they're poised, and like they said, they have that mindset of unfinished business, and we'll just see what happens next season. And I'm looking so forward to seeing my guys. Happy days are here again, as the group Silk would say. So I'm looking forward to it, and so that's it.
And Jamel, the nice thing is they didn't mess us up by giving us a week 4 bye and make us play 12 games in a row with no rest. Wow, man.
We finally get some rest week 11. Thank you.
They tried to stop us last year, Jamel. That was one of the ways they were going to do it. I have 49ers rest up early in the year and make them slave their butts off between that and week. And the 49ers, not only did they do it, they went all the way to the Super Bowl. So I'm saying there's so many factors last year that figured in to the 49ers' maturity, that bye week, injuries. If just keep the injuries down, we still would have been fine. If I had Ronnie Blair and also had Julian Taylor and DJ Jones, oh, man, that rotation would have been sparkling all over the end, and Mr. Mahomes would away. Okay, it's too late to talk about the past, Jamel.
Yeah, it's too late.
Yeah, ain't nothing to be done about that. All right, I'm gonna just get over it. I can do it. I can't get over it, Jamel, man.
Yeah, sir. Yeah.
We had it. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's all right, Ronbo. We'll be back. We'll be back. It's like they've been like knocked down. It's like they've been like knocked down. It's kind of like watching my beloved Bulls. How you go in the playoffs, how the Pistons would just beat them up, and then they matured that next year. They got that mentality that they got from the Pistons. They swept them in the conference finals. I remember that game in '91. I cracked up and said, "Yeah." They didn't even shake their hand. I said, "Oh my God, that's messed up."
See, that's maturity. You bottom line right there. They learned. 49ers learned a lot last year, and they're still stinging behind that, and they're young. That's a nice thing. Still stinging, so you don't have to worry about no letdown this year. Jamel, the Messina Ball fam.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Have a good night.
All right. You too. Yep.
Thanks, man. Yeah. It's funny, no matter what, I hopefully years from now, I don't have the same feeling every time I think about Super Bowl 54. It's really uncomfortable. Hey, Salvador!
RONBO. What's up, Ronbo?
Sal, man, we're just sitting up here looking at the schedule, and there's been voices of reason to come in tonight say, y'all need to stop laughing at that schedule, man. I understand that's true, but I just don't see anybody being so good this year. But any given Sunday is not a joke. All these dudes are coming out with the same thing in mind. They're all professionals, so you do have to be prepared. But we're so good at that, Sal. That's why I feel good about that. Kyle is good at that. Him and Salah. What are you thinking about that schedule?
I can't wait for September 13th. Is that what it is? Opening day?
I think so.
Yeah, Ronbo. I mean, the matchup I'm looking for is George Kittle, obviously against the linebacker core. Because they added Isaiah Simmons, but they also added was it Devondre Campbell?
Yep.
He's a pretty fast linebacker, so they're trying to stack up to stop us. You know what I'm saying?
Know. That's what he built that team for. Yep, us.
Yep. That's what I see the mentality the Empire got now. We're gonna win all these games, which is true. All these teams, they got to worry about us. We don't have to play nobody. They have to play
us. I like that, Sal. I like that a lot.
Walk around with your chest up and your head high. We're the top dogs out here. We run shit now, okay? Tell all those Raider fans, all those Cowboy fans, we're coming. Raider fans, we're going to give them a cool little ass whooping in the preseason.
I know. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, I can't wait, And then the Cowboy fans, hey, Andy Dalton, your day will come. Dak Prescott, if you're on the team, your day will come as well.
You're
going to be running from the fearsome foursome, Ronbo. Hey, and then okay, so let's talk about the schedule real quick. I like NFL, obviously. They did us a favor with the New York games. I like that. We got to play Frank Gore.
I hate that.
We got to play Frank Gore. Frank Gore's on the Jets, Ronbo.
I know.
I wish we play them over here.
Frank, I know, right? Oh, the stands, they'd be going wild in the stands. Why they didn't schedule it that way? They know that.
Yeah, they did us dirty. Anyways, we got those New York games out the way. Then we come home for a Sunday night against the Eagles? To be a high-scoring game right there, Ronbo.
Because Marcus Goodwin is going to be trying to set an example. Goodwin's going to be the guy to watch that night. God, got to watch out for that.
Yeah, and then I think they're going to try to mix that Jalen Hurd. Oh, what's his name? Yeah, Jalen Hurd,
You're right.
Quarterback. Yeah, whatever his last name is.
You're talking about the guy, the Eagles?
Yeah, the Eagles one. I think they're going to try to use him as like a.
Hey, that's
they're going to split carries from Wentz. They're going to use him for that RPO.
Yeah.
They're going to use him for the RPO, and then Wentz, if he likes it or not, he's going to have to just be the traditional drop back quarterback.
Yeah, because he gets hurt every year too easily.
Yep. And then we got Tua Tagovailoa coming to Levi Stadium.
Sal, you think he's going to be playing? You think he's going to play?
Well, it's either him or Ryan Fitzpatrick, and I'd rather play Tua Tagovailoa, just because he might be a little bit more impatient, wanting to run. But you know how we did against mobile quarterbacks last year.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Tua, if I'm the owner of the team, I say, Tua, listen, don't come over here running the ball, man. Listen, stay within the pocket. Let the coach take. If you get hurt in week 2 or 3, we're not paying you. Because we like you, but you got to be careful. Tua loses it, man. But go ahead.
Man, I mean, I would go down through all these games, Ronbo, but I don't know how much time we have left.
Yeah, don't go through all of them. You can go through. You can just get a general feeling about it.
My point is, man. I think, the 4th toughest schedule on paper. I don't know how, because we got 6 playoff teams from last year, and those teams, they're not even that good. It was like the Jets, not the Jets. It was the Eagles, the Seahawks. You got the Bills from the AFC. The Patriots were a playoff team last year, but they're not the same team.
Yeah.
So, this could be a blessing in disguise, especially with that week, that late bye.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what we needed. Give them a break. Yeah, we're gonna around there, right? Yeah.
We're gonna be ready. We're going to be ready, Ronbo.
A lot better than last year. It's like this.
That's pretty cool that we end with the home game, too. Has that happened in a while?
See, no.
Yeah, I don't think that's... We're always, away for week 17, so it's pretty cool that we end at home.
It's the first time in a big number of years, Sal. I've just realized. We open and end the season at home. That's treatment we've not had in forever.
Oh, dang. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, you pointed that out for me.
And it's good stuff. And Sal... I'll tell you what, I'm going to move on and see you tomorrow if you get a chance. Huh? Always a pleasure to talk to you.
All right, you too, Ronbo. Thank you
for
letting me call in tonight. And, Ronbo, take care.
Sal, later. Are you on social media? Who are you? What are you using?
Yeah, I just followed you. I followed you. I just got back on Instagram. Did you see me?
Okay. What username you use? So I'll know it's you.
Salvador HVAC.
Salvador
HVAC.
All right. I know it's you. All right, cool.
Yeah, that's me.
All right, Sal.
All right,
talk to you later, Phil.
Later.
All right.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
Make a note of that, Salvador HVAC, because I like talking to Sal. That sounds cool. I like talking to everybody like Sal. Hey, J1.
What's up, Ronbo?
J1, man, it's the schedule. It used to be we just get scared to death of the schedule. Now I look at the schedule, and there's just no reason to be intimidated anymore. It's kind of a weird feeling. I mean, but Jay, what do you think about the schedule?
Man, Ronbo, I love the schedule. I love how we got 5 night games. I get to watch them, and I think, yeah, we got to stay humble. I know we got to stay humble, but it's hard to stay humble when you got a good team that you know that can go to the Super Bowl again and again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at the schedule and I'm like, man, it's gonna be the same of last year. We might be 8-0. You know what I'm saying? But like dude said, only way we gonna lose if we beat ourselves. We ain't get blown out. None of them games. We was close in every game.
Yep, every game.
And in every game, yes. And I think it's gonna be some trials and tribulations through the season. It's gritty. You know what I'm saying? It's a gladiator sport. So you know what I'm saying? It's gonna take a toll on a lot of these games. So yeah, we can't overlook nobody. But I think as well as our team has been coached and the culture been established for this team, I think, dude, we can go. I think we can go 15-1. To be honest with you, and I think the only person really can really mess with us, man, I don't even know. I really don't know.
You need to be concerned with the Saints, and we got to play in the dome again. The Hawks, for some reason, will probably be competitive. And the Eagles, I don't know what to expect from the Eagles. They're quick and they're fast. I wonder if they've got a run game. We'll see. I don't know what to think of them yet. I'm not sure about the Eagles.
Yeah,
but they play.
I don't really think that Carson Wentz, he last year lost his confidence. So this is, that was last year. You can't base it on this year. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, when that pressure's coming and you got Nick Bosa in your face, it's kind of hard to just, you know what I'm saying, chuck it down the field to them fast receivers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
so,
you're going to be doing short routes, I guess, because I don't care how fast they are. If they're going downfield, if Carson doesn't get rid of that ball, the Siege, he ain't going to be able to, he's going to be killed. So.
Yeah, exactly. And you make mistakes because you know what I'm saying, you trying to get rid of the ball too fast and not reading your progression.
Now you're going to get picked off. Yeah.
Exactly. And Sherman is high intelligent. Everybody know that. So I don't even have to mention that.
He's a man on a mission this year.
So, correct. So you know what I'm saying? I really, you know what I'm saying? It might be a hiccup game here and there, but I look at us, man. But 15-1 or 14-2. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't even be mad if we was 11-5. You know what I'm saying?
As long as they get to the playoffs or win the division.
Correct. And you can dominate then, but the Packers, they ain't you see how we whooped them. We whooped them 2 times. And it was like Mike Tyson, first round, not KO.
I know, right? Just all over the dude. And Jerry, and the thing is, Aaron's out there looking for weapons. And what did they do? The Packers drafted quarterback.
Just like Shannon Sharp said. He was like, "Oh, you want us to get a weapon? No, we gonna get somebody to replace you."
And the 49ers didn't help none. 49ers said, "Packers are looking at Ayuk. All right, listen. Let's trade up.
And you gonna play us next year too." Aaron Rodgers looked at the schedule and just started crying like, "Damn, I gotta play these boys again. Oh my Lord."
Aaron,
I ain't got
we
no
love you, Aaron. Get back here, man. We miss you. Please. We're going to bake a cake and everything for when you get here. Woo! There he goes.
That's right.
Nick Bosa takes Aaron Rodgers down for the third time tonight, and Rodgers is looking over the bench, signaling that there's something wrong with his eye. That's it. Here comes
Then they're gonna
love.
see Mostert again. They're gonna just see number 31 going in the end zone again. They just been seeing that brother back his. They know his last name now. They know that man now. They cannot know his name. You know what I'm saying?
Had enough of those, man.
But man, really, I really don't think really we just have to beat ourselves, because I look at the schedule and I'm like, man, if Cowgirls, they don't have a shot. I mean, you probably right about the Patriots. We can't sleep on the Patriots because Coach Belichick is Coach Belichick.
We'll see.
But
Kyle likes to work with Belichick, so we'll see. Jay, we gotta go. Hey, Jay, let's see tomorrow if you get some time, huh?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Ronbo, once again. I love your show.
Thanks, fam.
I'll talk to Niners football team. You have a good night, brother.
You too, fam. Night. And we go to the other Justin 2.
What's up, Ronbo? It's JP. How are you doing?
Hey, we changed your name to JP. Hey, you know what? You've always been JP. I just realized. JP, I'm going to change it. It makes it easier. That's JP. JP!
Yes, sir.
Good to hear from you, guy.
What's up, man? How are you doing, Ronbo?
I was sitting back here laughing at the schedule, JP. You know, because the schedule is kind of funny because we no longer need to tremble in fear when we read names on the schedule anymore like we used to. So now it's funny knowing that other teams are trembling and in fear. Knowing we're going to be playing them. Can you imagine a team, JP, coming to Levi Stadium? They don't want to do it. They don't.
They don't. You know, they know we're the NFC champs.
What do you think about the schedule?
So I took a look after work. I took a look at the schedule. I'm looking here, and honestly, there's only two teams that I'm really thinking is going to be much competitive. It's the Packers and Cowboys. I agree with you though about Seattle. I think Seattle just somehow always keeps the game close, at least one of them close.
And it's usually something that has nothing to do with football. That's what bothers me. Well, it does. But what I mean is it has things to do with, like, them getting some bizarre penalty or our kicker, for some weird reasons, kicking the ball into the driveway or into the parking lot instead of to the goal, which would have ended the game. We got 4 guys, for some reason, are not playing that night, like that night we lost. I mean, what are the odds of George Kittle not playing? How many games did George miss in the last 2 years? And it's just strange circumstances. They're just not that 100%. Good.
No, I agree. It always seems like something kind of goes their way. And, I mean, I always go back to that 2013 NFC Championship game. That always kind of bites me. But, I mean, honestly, the first part of the schedule, like we got Arizona. I mean, they're going to be improved, which I think that they can honestly compete for second place in the NFC West. I think the Rams are the bottom. I feel like I think we've traveled to New York, which is nice, back to back. The Jets and Giants. I mean, those are both winnable games. I see us being 3-0 there. Eagles Sunday night. Eagles Sunday night. I'm with you. I don't really know what to expect from the Eagles yet. I mean, which Eagles team are we going to get? Is Wentz going to stay healthy? I feel like we beat them, though. I mean, we're at home there. And then we got Miami and Rams. So that's 3 straight home games right there. Eagles, Miami, Rams.
Yeah. And the Dolphins are just now putting what they got together. I don't see them being a force, possibly late in the season or next year. But, yeah.
Yeah, I think they kind of come on and start looking a little bit more of like a fun team as the year progresses. Yep. But, and then the Rams, I mean, we beat them. I think the New England game's just a year too late. You know what I mean?
I know. Or Brady should have stayed put. Jesus.
Right. We could have got the game, Brady Garoppolo would have been fun.
Would have been one of the most watched games of the year, just because of the people involved.
Yes, sir. Why didn't they do that? That's a bummer. So yeah, I think that New England game's a year too late there.
It is.
But we beat New England. I mean, we're not going to lose that game.
Well, you never
what
can.
do they got?
Belichick's very scary on defense. We'll just see what they. If we can move the ball on Belichick, yeah, they're dead meat. They're not going to be able to move the 49ers. I mean, the 49ers defense is not going to be shook up by Belichick's offense or whatever his name is, McDaniel.
Yeah, no. Oh, McDaniels. Yeah. No, and all respect for Belichick, but I just, for whatever reason, I just don't feel like they're going to have enough to stop us. So yeah, honestly, I would worry about Green Bay because of we play Seattle November 1st, then we play Green Bay November 5th, short week on Thursday. But Green Bay's got to travel out to us on the West Coast, so I feel like that's advantage us. Yeah. Yes, sir, they do.
Killed every time.
And
Raiders beat them. They beat the Raiders. The Chargers beat them. We beat them. Yeah.
Right.
The Rams beat them.
Rodgers just doesn't seem to be able to win in the Bay Area, at least us against us. What's nice about this is we have a 10-day break before we go to New Orleans, which we'll probably go there early, which is what Shanahan likes to do.
Yep.
Travel over there early. And then we get a bye after that. That New Orleans games, man, that's gonna be a great game. They set that up real nice. Yeah. They, that's gonna be a fun game. And then now that they got E-Man over there, I'm gonna, that'll be fun to see that. How that one plays out. They want to get that win from last year. So
I know. They're still stinging from that. We got a few teams like that. The Packers, the Saints, they're still stinging from what happened last year. Actually, the Rams probably don't have enough firepower to do anything about it. They've got to be really smoking mad about what happened last year. And, of course, the Seahawks with their little, we find ways to win, even if it has nothing to do with being a good football team. God.
Right.
I'm not taking anything from Russell Wilson. He's still a good quarterback, but still, oh man.
No, he is. He's phenomenal. He's fun to watch, and he's very gifted, and he's going to keep them competitive just on what he brings alone. Which is great. Yeah. So yeah, it'll be fun, Ronbo. But who surprise team is Dallas is. They're going to be a competitive team. That's a game that we need to be careful about too, because Mike McCarthy. He was the best pickup that they could have got for a head coach.
Well, compared to
Mike
Jason
McCarthy was.
Yeah. So JP, we got to go though. But that it could be interesting. But I still say, as long as Jerry Jones is in charge of that team, they're going to have issues. So we'll see.
Yeah, I agree with you too, Ron. But hey, always a pleasure, man. You have a good night.
JP. You too, fam.
All right.
Hey.
All right. Take care.
You too. And there is the Iron Sheik.
What's up, Ronbo? What's going on, man?
The comedy schedule. And I figure that I can laugh for the first 4 or 5 weeks as long as nobody gets hurt easily, and get past the Cardinals because there's a small fear about that team in Kyler. He presents a match. Sheik, it's not that they're so great as much as they are. It's a matchup issue. Murray seems to have what it takes to cause a disruption in the doomsday defense, like so many guys do. Like 2 or 3 can do. But the 49ers still don't let these guys get away crazy. You notice that? So it may be time to not worry about that. What do you think about the schedule?
Well, I think it's a great schedule actually, Ronbo, because if you think about it, we're playing the East Coast team early, so we don't have to worry about no winter, no rain, and all that cold crap. Just have nice weather, and then we go later on. We have all these domes. We have St. Louis, sorry, not St. Louis, New Orleans, Dallas,
Arizona,
and all these other teams. It's all we don't have to worry about these weather, so it's gonna be in our behalf. And that 11 bye week, it's right in the middle, and I like that because then later on we just have these upcoming difficult teams coming in.
Yeah.
So it's going to be good.
Let the Eagles come to us.
I see 7. Exactly. Eagles have to come to us. I really think, Ramo, the first 7 weeks, I think we're going to be 7-0. I think Arizona is going to give us, Arizona is in our division. They're hard, man. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're getting everything correctly,
They got a
but
decent defense,
the
too.
guy, the defense, exactly. Simmons is, he's going to get his ass handed to him by Kittle. He knows. He knows. You called his ass out. You called his ass out, Mr. Tight End Day.
Don't be.
Kittle was going to put it on that map that day, man.
Yeah, don't be calling names. Just play. Come in and talk about, guys like Travis Kelce and George Kittle. I think I could match up with them pretty well. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, rookie. His ass gonna get, man. It's gonna be good. He's a good player though. Simmons is a good player, but honestly, that's ballsy, man. Ballsy what they're doing. But the guy that is gonna be wrecked, Ronbo, is that tackle that they picked up in the second or third round, Josh Jones. Bosa and D Ford are gonna go ham on him. He's gonna eat. They're gonna eat.
Stop Allen. I mean, Kinlaw. Some of these guys aren't going to be able to stop Kinlaw just because of brute force. Kinlaw's got to learn some technique, but man, Kinlaw, I keep watching this tape, but I'm thinking, looks like the offensive lineman was set, and Kinlaw knocked him down like a bowling pin. You don't see that every day, So we're going to see.
Yeah. The thing about I love being a 49er fan, we do it right, and we know what we're doing. Yeah. The stupid cowgirls, I guess they're on NFL Network, and the girl asked him, what's going on with the Dak Prescott? They didn't say nothing. Oh, we have guys that are in and this and that. I was like, wow, cowgirls. You bring in Dalton, you don't pay. Obviously, Dak is not that great. He's not worth that money. But it's like a slap in the
$40 million.
We're doing it right. We build from the draft and we pick up key guys. Like Alexander was a great pickup. Like Sherman was definitely a great pickup. We've just picking these pieces. We're doing everything. We're going to get more money. We got Trent Williams in the steel.
Yes.
These guys are going to eat this year. I'm predicting, Ronbo, a 14-2 record.
There you go.
We're going to go.
Going down as a 14-2.
Yeah, it's going to be dominant. We're going to be killing it. You think that Carolina game was bad? Oh man, we're going to get maybe 60 this year. One of these games we're going to get 60.
Wouldn't that be special? 49ers just going to clinic. You never know. So I agree with you.
Can't wait. Yeah, man, and it's going to be for the division. We're going to be 4-2. Next, let me rephrase that. 5-1. We're just going to lose one against the Seattle game, and unfortunately, New Orleans, they're tough, man. I can't. That's one of the other L's I'm going to also give Ronbo. They definitely got a good team over there, and all they're missing is that second wide receiver. But we're still going to go to the dance, and we're winning it.
Hey,
we're not going to second fiddle.
I got a good feeling about Ayuk. I hope if he breaks out about the same time as Debo did last year, oh, man, the 49ers are going to be unstoppable offensively because now you already got that run game that Kyle can do with anything he wants. And now you got the receivers to complement it. Contrary to what people believe about Jimmy G being awful, he needed better weapons. You still got Kendrick out there, and Trent Taylor comes out. Those are safety nets galore all around him. He can't lose. Huh.
And let me just say this: like we're so covered on different positions, but the only position I'm questioning is our punt return and kick return game. Ricky James, he get your shit together. Travis Benjamin's here. Ayuk is here. Freaking Dante Penis or Pettis. Sorry, that's for Jersey Joe.
He'll have to compete for that job. Shake! Oh!
Kids are walking. Sorry.
It's okay. We're going to see you tomorrow.
But
okay?
that JJ said, Jersey Joe said that. I blame him.
I know. Now it's become a fashion.
All right, faithful! Hit that like for Ronbo Sports and follow all platforms. The season is starting.
Yes.
And Gavin Newsom, let us in. Let us in. Let's go. Go Niners.
All right. Night Chic.
Let him out.
And Santana.
What's up, Ronbo? How you doing?
Oh, Santana, man. Just sitting back and enjoying the schedule. Can you mute that speaker?
Yeah, I got it. I got it.
The schedule, as I'm having such fun with, because as I say over and over tonight, in the past, the schedule was always something we were freaking out over. After we look at it, oh man, we're gonna have trouble down through this stretch, man. Look at the schedule. NFL's just picking on us. We were terribly pathetic at that time, man. We were talking like that. That was so sad. Now, what is this with the schedule? Hey, NFL, bring it. We don't care who you put on our schedule. It don't matter. She said, I like that feeling, We can compete with any team. Any team.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams have it now on the dates they have to play us.
Yep.
I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm. You got to mark their calendar.
I'm not really worried about the team, Rumble. I feel like the schedule they gave us, it's all the games are pretty much winnable, So we could go another 8-0, So
yeah,
in the beginning of the first half of the season, So it's possible, Ronbo. So I mean, the only teams that I really like, I know they're tough, is always the divisional games,
And starting off with one too.
Those are maybe those are the only really ones that I'm really not concerned about. But I know there's going to be competitive, So except for the Rams games, because the Rams are just they're just lost, man. They just I don't even know what's going on with them.
Everybody agrees.
It was like Cardinals are getting the shit together, and Seattle's always been a good team because of Russell Wilson.
Somehow they still come up with players.
So, and so those type of games are always tight, So
I know.
But other than that, Rumble, I'm not even worried about any other team out there, dude. I think our team is solid. I think we have depth in every aspect in our team, so in every position. So I think the best ones are going to be in the team, So I believe.
And this year is going to be the year where the referees don't get involved in the wrong way against the Seahawks. That's all I ask. Just don't help them, and also I don't want George Kittle watching the game on the sidelines. Right? If even anybody else gets hurt, but Kittle has to play, right? And you can do whatever you want from that point. But Kittle and the refs stay out of our face and let us play this game and win it. That's all I ask.
Yeah, for sure. I think the refs are. I don't even know what's up with the refs, man. They some games they make good calls. Sometimes they just miss calls. So
why always
it's
the
a hit and miss with those refs.
Man,
I don't know, Ronbo. I have no idea, dude. But we always most of the time we have the odds against us, and somehow, some way we find a way to win. So
last year anyway.
That's all that matters.
Close games.
You already saw against. Yep. So.
Yes.
I mean, that first game we lost, right? We lost that first game to Seattle, right? It was because of a call, right?
Well, also
that set us back.
The
it was a field goal. I forgot. My bad.
Yeah.
Yep. And
he was making them
rookie
all
kicker
night.
too.
Santana was fine up until that time. It's like
I think Rumble, our team is gonna. Yeah, I think our team are gonna take a leap above these other teams, and it's going to be noticeable, So we're going to be a dominant team for sure in this upcoming season.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not really too worried about. So we have the coaches, we have everything. I just feel, like you said, confident about the schedule, and that's that. But
did you pick up how many games? How many games you see winning?
I honestly see. I could see us go. Like I said, I could see us go maybe first. We could go starting the first half 8-0, and then after that.
Okay, that's right. I heard that. You didn't give a final number though.
Yeah.
All
So,
right. I gotta look at that schedule to see if it's easier
Rumble.
toward the end.
I'll give.
Go ahead.
I'll give you a number. I'll give you. I think we're gonna go 14-0, Ronbo.
14-2, you mean? Okay, look at it. You know what?
Baby. So.
Okay, the second half schedule. Okay, the second half schedule is a little more difficult. Okay, because you got Green Bay in
Yeah,
there.
I
You
see
got the
that.
Saints. You
I
got
see
the
that.
Bills. And you got the
that.
Cowboys. Yeah, you know what? The second half, I'm loving having that bye week now. Because the Saints and Packers, the Rams are in there, of course. The Bills, we're playing them at home. The Redskins may be a little different team this year. And you got the Cowboys, but they'll still be beat. And then you got the last two teams, the Cards and the Hawks. That's an interesting schedule. So it could be, you know.
So the only reason I'm saying 14-0 is because against the Saints and maybe the last game against Seattle or one of the games with Seattle, it could be a close one. But I'm pretty sure we'll win one against Seattle. The second one around, I don't know. So that's what I'm saying. So it's like,
well, the second one's going to be at home.
The Saints.
So
okay, second one. So the first one, it's a kind of shaky, and then. But I'm just gonna keep it at 14. I believe we could beat Seattle twice, and the Cardinals twice.
You only got 14. Okay. And the other two games are up in the air. You got to make up your mind on those later.
We have
All right.
Ronbo, we have a dominant team, honestly, dude. If we look at it, we have a dominant team.
And it's going to get more
so
as they got maturity too. So that helps. But Santana,
all we're gonna do is run. What's up?
No, I was gonna go ahead and finish that sentence because we're out of time. Go ahead.
Oh, I said we're gonna run through all these teams, Ronbo, and then all the weapons we have in the wide receivers and tight ends and running backs. They don't know what's gonna come in that offense. So
tough group. Right.
Don't forget about our defense, Ronbo.
Don't
forget about our defense. It's legit. All right, Ronbo.
See you tomorrow, fam. All right, Santana.
All right,
have a good night. Oh, man. Well, schedule, there it is. Most of us agree that the 49ers probably pretty much don't need to do anything more than do what they do and come in. And like Lamar Jackson said, no matter how good you are, you'd better come in and get prepared or you can't get your butt beat by teams you have no business getting beat to. So that's what it's all about. And I like our chances because of Kyle Shanahan and how he prepares his team. Even last year, as I said, that offense was still being installed. Jimmy G had a lot of lessons learned in his first full year as a starting quarterback. And also our wide receiver group. Actually, it wasn't as good as it is now for sure, starting off, because when you had only two guys and a rookie, Deebo Samuel hadn't really got into stride till the second half of the season. Nobody knows what's going on with Dante Pettis. He was supposed to be much better last year after having had a full season in. Kendrick Bourne struggled a bit in the beginning of the season, but then came on in the second half. He's one of the most reliable guys we had. But that's still a wide receiver group that you look at and you think, compared to some other teams, you're probably not as strong as you want to be. And Emmanuel Sanders came in, probably the biggest reason why that we did go to the Super Bowl, even though he didn't do a lot more than make some really clutch catches at certain times. And also, he brought an awareness and a maturity to that team that they didn't have until he got there. So you look at all those factors, and the run game was, of course, dominated because the run game was already that run game is built, and it'll only get better next year. So now you can add an air attack to it. Man, seriously. It's going to be really tough to stop that 49ers offensive attack. And then you add that to the fact that defense is just really ridiculous. So it's easy to see. It's easy to get a little cocky, but we got to see what's going to happen next. I mean, Jay Tan says, remember, no Quan Alexander and Quan. Yeah, Quan didn't play against the Saints, did he? That's right, Jay Tan. Frank Johansson. Hey, wow, great schedule, Rob. Hey, what's up? I like open stretch. Wow, now about one game, and then after 4 easy games, Philly. I said, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. All right. So, fam, anyway, I shall see. Somebody did ask me about the game between, or the games that are going to be difficult. As I mentioned about Buffalo, I like Buffalo and what they've done with that team. I don't think that Josh Allen can beat the 49ers defense. I think, in fact, I see him getting destroyed by the Niners defense. That's why Buffalo's good. But if we get into anything resembling a shootout, Jimmy G will win that one. So anyway, fam, hey, hit that like. Hey, I'll say, I'm going to tell you the truth. I got a premiere coming up. You'll see it just a little bit tomorrow with Super Bowl champion Eric Davis. It should be fun. You're going to love this conversation. Eric Davis is a cut-up character, and we'll be doing that tomorrow. All right, fam. See you then. Have a great night, and please be careful to not get that darn disease. And have a good night.